Man, let's let the people come up in the building, man. Where y'all at, man? We got a good one tonight, man. We got an open mic, man. Got an open mic. Man, y'all know what it is. Y'all see the title, man. Open mic. Let's talk about it, man. It's foundational Black America, Black American internet cult. And as an extra added bonus, what God do you pray to? Yeah, man, it's one of them days, man. One of them nights, man. When I feel like going in and getting it in, man. Feel like getting it in. Yeah, I've been banging on the FBA for a minute because they earned it. You know, I was talking to a guy that I thought, you know, at least the way he fought and howled and screamed at me, right? Felt like that he wouldn't be, you know, hanging around pseudo-wisdoms, but I see he is. Real tough, like. Man, y'all heard me going back and forth with, I call him Double X. His name is Double X Architect, the young dude, man. Y'all remember him, man? Yeah, man. I had a good conversation with him. He did the normal cutoff taxes on a regular basis, but what I told him was, yo, how you find yourself in the internet cult, yo. Whole bunch of people hollering, screaming what they think they know and don't know. Funny to me, man. Crazy work, man. And we was asking the question. About what the definition was for FBA. So we're going to start off with that. What's the definition for FBA, right? Do y'all agree with the definition of FBA? Then we're going to figure out the people that claim to agree with the definition of FBA. We need to figure out what people fit that definition. My man, ex-architect, he couldn't quite figure that out. He argued me that. He was flim-flam, and he did that. And I know he's not here to protect himself, but he can go over there on Unbiased and say what he need to say. But there was a definition that we read about what FBA was. And I agree on that definition. Where the disagreement came in is, then what group of people fit that definition? So you can have a definition defines what something is. And then you got to find out, well, what is that something that adheres to that definition? He ain't want me to say it. So he asked 1,000 questions like in Milwaukee, and it was funny to me. Funny to me, man. But big up to the chat, man. Wait till we get some people in here before we get started, man. Let me get that first definition of what the FBA is. Yeah. And then we want to figure out, well, what God do you believe in? It's funny to me. Let me get you that Blue Letter Bible too while we at it. We're mix and matching today. Let me get you the Blue Letter Bible. Blue Letter Bible. And we want to figure out what the hell is this talking about right here, yo. That's what we doing today. We doing it. Yep. Funny. Very interesting, yo. This whole thing. Is the NIV? No, King James Version, right? King James Version. Mm-hmm. Man, that's it to get the people up in here, man. And we're going to keep it in order, man. Let's get this thing going, man. Let's get it going. Get it solid. Man, we all at, man. Let me drop the links, man. Get it going. Get the people up in here. We don't want to start too early. Man, make sure y'all, without a shadow of a doubt, man. Without a shadow of a doubt, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. We trying to get 10,000 subscribers, man. It's a long way back, man. Man, we had over 100,000 subscribers, boy. Glory days before they took the channels. Crazy work. Crazy work, yo. We gonna keep on grinding, yo. Make sure y'all, if y'all listening to the daggone video, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Man, make sure y'all do that, man. Man, tell a friend, let them know. Brother Ankh, a.k.a. Bobby Banger, God Killer, he got something to say, man. Might not be what you used to listening to, but we got something to say, man. We do. Might not like the music I play, right? Might not like none of that. But at the end of the day, yo, I got something you can take home and tell your family, man. For sure. Let me find a definition before we get started of foundational Black American. Just want to get a regular definition. What is the regular definition? Let me read the definition to y'all, man. All right. While we're getting into it, I think we can all agree to the definition. The definition say the foundational Black American, FBA, refers to Black people in the U.S. with direct lineage from American slavery, distinct from Black immigrants, emphasizing shared historical experiences like systematic inequality. With the concept promoted by the ADOS movement, the center this specific lineage in identity and political discussion, advocating for separate census, recognition, and addressing unique community needs, contrasting with the broader Black identity discussion. So I think we can agree with the refer to Black people in the U.S. with direct lineage from African American slavery, distinct from immigrants, emphasizing shared historical experiences like systematic inequality. We can agree to that, right? Mm-hmm. That's one definition, right? Now, let's look up who African Americans are. We're going to do it just like this. We got to do the 1, 2, 3 around here. African Americans. Let's see who they are. All right. Mm-hmm. Who was an African American? Mm-hmm. I just want to use a dictionary. I want to use Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Merriam. Merriam. Okay. Who was a daggone African American? Let's see. African American. An African American, and especially of Black African descent, often specifically a direct descendant of Africans who were enslaved in the U.S. or in any area that became part of the USA. So it sounds like to me that the FBA are really African Americans, don't it? No matter how you twist it and turn it, an FBA and an African American are going to be descendants of slaves. Am I correct in that? There should be no doubt about that. And then you would add, well, what is the ethnogenesis? Would definitely add that part to it now, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. You would have to add that part. And so tonight we're going to figure out Who fits the qualifications of being a FBA based off that, and who is an African American based off that? I'm saying that an FBA is an African American calling himself a FBA, which is fine. Now we need to figure out the daggone thing or people that fit that. So you got your definitions. Now we need to figure out who fits that daggone definition. This ain't gonna be hard, man. Gonna turn these lights on, man. Turn these cameras on, man. We about to get into the show, man. Big up to everybody that's in the chat, man. Big up to you. I see y'all, man. We ain't gonna do no roll call today. But big up to all the daggone supporters, man. And you know we daggone appreciate you, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is around here. Yeah, man, y'all know what it is, yo. We gonna stand. When them lights get bright, yo, we right here, man. So let's get right to the show, man. Man, let's that hype music. Get me right there. Get me right there, man. Big up to everybody, man, and like and support the show, man. If y'all here, man, make sure y'all subscribing, man. You gotta subscribe. Y'all need to get these 10,000 subscribers, yo. You say you gotta get the 5 for you can get the 10. Come on, man. We on our way back doing what we got to do, man. So y'all heard the definitions. I'm going to read them one more time. Let me read the definitions. Gotta have the definitions, man. So a foundational Black American refers to Black people in the U.S. with direct lineage from African slavery. My fault, from American slavery. Distinct from Black immigrants, emphasizing shared historical experiences like systematic inequality. What's a daggone African American? An African American, an American of African descent, especially Black descent. I'm going to say this again. An African American, an American of African and especially from Black descent, often, specifically, a direct descendant of Africans who were enslaved in the U.S. I ain't making it up. I'm going to show you what the daggone dictionary say. So no matter what y'all say, a judge could open up the daggone dictionary and say, there it goes right there. That's who an African American is. See if I can make that a little bit bigger for you. Just want to make sure we know what the hell an African American is. Because all of a sudden, don't nobody know what the hell an African American is. All of a sudden, we just don't know. Craziest thing ever. Right there. Y'all can see it. There you go. Ain't no ins and outs, back and forth. That's not what it is. Okay? We all of a sudden just got super crazy. I read what the FBA is. We done talked about that forever. Okay? So, the next definition. I want to look up the word fish. Let's see. Let's figure out what the hell a fish is. You say, what the hell do that got to do with? Sit back, you'll get the lesson, man. Figure out what a fish is. You'd be surprised. You will be surprised that people don't know what the hell a daggone fish is. A fish. What is a fish? An aquatic animal, usually used in combination. Any of the numerous cold-blooded, strictly aquatic. All right, vertebrates. It's a crenate vertebrates that include the bony fish. All right. Jawless fish, and that have typically an elongated, somewhat spindle-shaped body. Terminating in the broad. Where we at? Hold on, let me move this up. Fins, limbs, in the form of fins, when present at all. All right, that's a daggone fish. We ain't talking about you fishing. We talking about what a fish is. So it's a vertebrate. We know a fish got gills, and the fish lays eggs. Now we need to figure out what fits the definition of a fish. So we're trying to figure out who fits the definition of an African American, right? Who fits the definition of an FBA, right? Who or what? And who or what fits the definition of a fish? If you can figure out this riddle, you can figure out what the hell I'm talking about right now. Because they play games. See? Let's go to the foundational website. Very, very important website, ain't it? Very important. All right. We're going to see if the foundational Black Americans fit the definition of a foundational Black American. Let's see. Because if a foundational Black American is really an African American calling himself a foundational Black American, and we know what a Black American is or African American is because we just read it. We just read both of them. Does, based off of people hollering, screaming, and arguing, right? Let's see. We know African Americans have an ethnogenesis. What is the ethnogenesis? The ethnogenesis of an African American is between slaves brought from Africa, kidnapped and enslaved, brought from Africa to America, processed, right? It was enslaved in America. The ethnogenesis is with small amounts of the Native American population and 20-30% Europeans. They brought them over here. That would be the ethnogenesis. And the people that are the foundation of America, right, or worked within the foundation to build the foundation would be an African American and an FBA. Do we got that clear? So an FBA, right, since they're claiming, okay, some enslavement, right, and some other things we're going to talk about, right, they would have to be enslaved and be foundational to America. We can agree to that, right? So now we got to figure out what the ethnogenesis is. We figured out what the ethnogenesis is for the African American. So we know the people that would fit the title of an African American are those that mix with the native population that was here prior to Columbus. The Europeans, they brought them here and enslaved Africans. That would be an African American. You can't change it. Now, if you say that an African American is somebody that mixed with the people from the moon, white people, and some other thing, you wouldn't have an African American, now would you? You would have something else, and you couldn't call it African American because we know what an African American is. So let's see. Let's see if that definition I read with the FBA that was enslaved in America and all that, Let's see. Let's see if their own website. I ain't gonna never let them get away from the website, because that's the joke. The joke is to make you get away from the website and act like we don't know they got a website. Act like they ain't got, not only do they got a website, they got a movement. Now, the point is, we know it's a pseudoscientific movement. It's an online cult. We're going to add that to the chambers. So here we go right here, right? All right. The first line, man, the first line sounds good. Now, if you just want to read this and stop right here, then you feeling good. Foundational Black Americans, FBA, of the proud descendants of Black men and women who endured, right, and survived one of the greatest atrocities in human history, American slavery. I agree. All right, these resilient ancestors built the United States from the ground up. I agree. Laying the foundation for the nation's economic, political, and cultural development. Man, I agree, man. You get into, however, the rich history of FBA did not begin in 1619 with the arrival of enslaved Black people in Virginia. It began nearly a century earlier. All right, they adding something in there. Okay, they stretching it, but we ain't tripping. So we got, so we saying, all right, this FBA, man, at this point, like, hey, man, sound good, man. And then you scroll down. Scroll on down. You got the hats. You got the flat with the hats. Man, watch out for the funny hats. And they got some stars on them. Let's see what the stars is. Because right now, I'm agreeing. That second part was starting to shaky a little bit, but we ain't going too hard. We with that. We with that. But let's get you some more reading. Let's see if we can finish it off, because you ain't never just diving out there, listening to what people are saying. He got people, look, he making everybody, look, Foundational Black America, look. Yeah, playing, all right, yeah, okay. We ain't mad yet. And then we got the flag, and then we see the 3 stars. I'm like, yeah, all right, okay. And you get right here. Let's see if this right here represents foundational Black Americans, right? Quote unquote African Americans. Let's see. Is this true? The 3 stars. It says the 3 stars. Here it goes. This is the ethnogenesis. The 3 stars, right, represents the 3 groups who make up the ethnic group that will become the foundational Black Americans. Your damn drum roll at this point. Let's see. The Black Aboriginal people of North America. Huh? I said the Black Aboriginal people of North America. Oh, man, they just knocked themselves out the box. So now we know that they're actually not foundational Black Americans right here. Because a foundational Black American, right, would have mixed with the people that was already here, and they wasn't Black Aboriginals. All scientific data says so. What's the next pillar? The Black explorers and traders who had contact with the Americans before Columbus. Well, what the hell is that? There you go again. How many explorers was left to mix with anybody? And was all the explorers Black and Black traders? Who the hell are these people? We know we had some Black conquistadors, some of them, but was it enough to cause an ethnogen? See? So we got 2 faulty things right here that don't make no damn sense. They can't be supported by no data. They can't. Only data they got. I said the only data they got. The only data they got is the Hidden Color movies. That's their data. What's the second one? Captives brought to the Western Hemisphere from Africa was the last star. So the 3 stars officially throw them out of the running for being a foundational Black American based off of the damn definition. You can't be a foundational Black American and run into some Black Aboriginals, because that means that didn't happen. If that didn't happen, then you're not the people that was brought over here from enslaved. The enslaved people was brought over here mixed with Europeans. and indigenous people that was already here. That's the foundational Black Americans. This right here is pseudo-judo techno-babble. Does not fit the definition at all. See that? See how you can have a definition that we all agree on and then try to figure out the people that fit the definition? It wouldn't be these people. These people right here, whoever the hell these people is, they don't exist. There was nobody that came over here and mixed with Black Aboriginal people, because there ain't no such thing as Black Aboriginal people in America. Regardless of what their skin color would have been. There's no such thing as Black explorers and traders who had contact with the America before. What are we talking about? When I mention a couple Black people, you can go ahead, go for it. I'm not listening. Whether some Black conquistador, yes. Was it enough to mix and cause an ethnogenesis with slaves? No, they tripping right now. So this does not exist. Let's get to the fish. We talked about what a fish was, right? We talked about what a fish was. We read it, right? We know what a damn fish is, right? So if I was to tell you that the thing that fit the definition is a whale, that would be a lie. Although a whale lives in water and is aquatic, get its food and substance all from the water, is a vertebrate, a whale is not a fish. In the same way a whale is not a fish, it's the same way that a group of humans, ethnogenesis, that was with some Black aboriginals and some Black traders and some slaves, do not fit the definition of an FBA. The same way a whale don't fit the definition of a fish. So a whale is not a fish, and this wild FBA movement are not foundational Black Americans. That's a simple thing for y'all to get. Now, if you can't get that, then that ain't my fault. Very, very simple, ain't hard to understand. So the very definition itself that we all can agree on ain't the people in the hidden color movies, and ain't the people who claim to be FBA. For you to be an FBA, your ethnogenesis have to be enslaved Africans with Europeans, mixing with Europeans in the Native American population that was here prior to any Africans being here. Then you can be safely considered part of the foundation of America. But if you came over here and mixed with some Black aboriginals and some Black traders, you ain't make it. You made that shit up. If you made that shit up, then you're not part of the foundation. You're just talking. As a matter of fact, it's a foundation for a cult. Because a cult will lie and cheat and make that shit up. So you definitely on the internet cult. I ain't saying you going nowhere. I'm saying it's an internet cult with a charismatic leader who made that shit up. He owned all the rights to it. That's his thing. I ain't a hater. I'm a participator. Got a nice little pseudo museum, right? He got the museum. I ain't hate. It's a pseudo museum, right? But at least he did what he said he was going to do. I ain't met. Great businessman. Great businessman. But don't play without people like that. So a fish, based off the definition of a fish we can all agree on, the damn well don't fit. African American is a person that had an ethnogenesis. Enslaved Africans, Europeans, 20 to 30%, somewhere in that range. And some Native Americans, 1 to 4%, I presume. That's an African American. And African Americans that call themselves FBA, foundational Black Americans. What fits the foundational Black Americans? Those that are the foundation. They came to the Americas from Africa, was enslaved in America, mixed with Europeans and Native Americans. That's the only people that fit that. But if you mix with some quote unquote Black Aboriginal people and some Black traders, yo, you tripping. You in a cult. That's the lesson for the day. It's easy work. See, that they don't want to talk about. They want to talk about everything, talk around the circles and all that. The Black Aboriginal don't exist for you to mix with. The Black traders and explorers don't exist in a large enough number for it to make any daggone sense. What, it was 100,000 Black traders? What are we talking about? Sometimes just squint your eyes. You got to squint your eyes like this, and you can see it. Raise that eyebrow up, and you can see they scamming. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. That's not hard, right? So well, you may hit the link. We can talk about that. But I want to get into the prayer real quick. And then we can talk about all that. You talk about what you want to talk about. Foundational fake America is a cult, man. And I'm telling you that. The reason it's a cult, because it's pseudo-judo misinformation. Wild. It fits all the trimmings. Got some good things with it, got some good definitions. And then by the time you get to it, you be like, huh? That don't make no sense. So we are prepared to catch the cults. Whether you think it to be a positive cult or a negative cult, I'm not saying nobody getting hurt, but it's a cult of mis and disinformation. They don't support high medical science. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying the leaders don't. The ones with the power, the ones that can call a quote unquote conference or whatever you want to call it, right? And a couple thousand people show up. They don't agree with science and science innovation and scientific literacy. Because it's all there on tape. Hidden colors too. So let's get you John 3:16. Let's move on. And then we'll hit the link and let y'all come up here. So John 3:16, because I'm trying to figure who y'all pray to. How does this make sense? Let me see. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Well, that's a hell of a love right there. That's whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Crazy. So we saving the world. In AD times, when the world been going on for at least a couple billion years. Humans been running around for at least 350,000 years, approximate. And now all of a sudden the world needs to be saved from Palestine and Judea. The book ain't even talking about the world because they wouldn't have known about the world yet. They had not circumnavigated the globe to know about the daggone world. So they definitely only talking about their world. So whatever God this was, Hebrew God mixed with the Jewish lingo, right? God. There's a geographical location of this God, and it's Palestine, Judea. There's a cultural reference here. Greek. It's written in Kohan Greek, the New Testament. These are Greek speakers. Hebrews Hebrew people learned in Greek, writing this in Kohan Greek. They must have been educated in second, third generation because it's very intelligent the way it's written. So they was Hebrews educated in Greek schools, speaking the Greek language very well. And the world they was talking about was their world. Look at the damn map. That's why I tell you, look at the map. So my question is to the FBA and African American, what God is you praying to? And so I never understand that. I want to throw that in there as a monkey wrench. I'm trying to figure out, as African Americans or FBA or whatever you want to call yourself, what God do you be praying to? It was clearly a takeover, meaning that the God and the doctrine and the sacred text, so they claim, was co-opted. You could see it by white people, by Greek speakers, that's for sure. Christianity started out as a Jewish sect. In some kind of way, it went from Hebrew to Kohan Greek. That's the cultural shift. Remember, language and writing is a cultural container of ideas. So you can see the shift. The Romans, Constantine, codified the doctrine. Quote unquote white people, right? So when we make the statement that Christianity is the white man religion, we ain't talking about the Vince Bantoon when he take you all the way back. My grandmother don't know nothing about that. She know about King James and them. African Americans got European Christianity, and we Blackanized it, and we African Americanized it. That's what we got. We ain't get nothing. We ain't get the Vince Bantoon Christianity. We ain't get that. When you go before the Roman Catholic Church and all that, and before, stop it. The church fathers, the North African church fathers. We ain't get that. Those African Americans with the ethnogenesis in America, we ain't get that. We didn't. We got the King James. That's what we got. The only Christianity we know. We ain't reading the Greek. We ain't reading the Come on, man. We got the white man's Christianity, bro. We ain't get the ancient Christianity. We ain't get that. Sorry, we ain't get that. But the question is, this is a fact, that we was enslaved not only by colonial powers, they used religion as a tool to enslave us. The same with Islam 800 years prior to the transcontinental slave trade. Islam was one of the tools, cultural expressions that was used as part of our enslavement. So my question is to you. That's why I can't do it. I can't do the Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. I can't do it because it was one of the tools that was used to enslave our ancestors. It's the great cultural eraser. Because your spirituality is part of your religion, right? And I know y'all don't like the word religion. It's part of your social cultural system. It's part of your music. It's your music. It's your song. It's your dance. It's your wedding traditions. It's your funerary practices. That's all your religion. The way you pray. You might have a God. You might just have ancestors. You might not have no gods. You might just have ancestor endowment. It might be the river. You make the river sacred. You have sacred places. Your sacred place might be the damn river. Might be the tree. Might be the oldest tree in the damn river that you feel like give you power every time you look at the goddamn thing because it make you think about your grandmother and them. Christianity erased all that. It put you in touch with the Father. That God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. So I'll just be wondering, what the hell is you praying to? Now I want to make this point. Man is the God. And you said, what the hell do you mean? Who wrote the damn thing? There's not a document that was not written by a man. And I'm saying man being inclusive of women too. Name me a quote unquote religious text that wasn't written by humans. It's a human thing. Prayer to a God in the sky or on the ground or to the tree is a human thing. Human beings did that. Human beings made that up, and it came out of the minds of men and women. So God, the thoughts of God are really the thoughts of men. Men think this up. I felt like that was easy to comprehend. We're going to have somebody come up here and say different. The cosmic force. It's you saying the cosmic force. You saying that. You wrote the books. You developed the writing system. Men, women, culture. The way you see it, you write it down. Your ideals, right? So if you want to find a God, if you want to understand who a people is, look at their God. Their God going to tell you who they is. So if you got a murdering, killing God, the people that wrote it was thinking about murdering and killing. If you got a God that's jealous, the people that wrote it was jealous. There will be no gods beside me. There will be no victor beside me. That's how the people think. That's how the priests think. That's how the holy sacred men think. That's the custom and traditions of the people. It's all contained in God. Learn a people God, and you'll learn the people. Oh, well, God made the you ain't got no, you're atheist. You ain't got no belief. Man. Come on, man. Let me drop the link, man. And there's always a nut in the audience. There's always what I start. They enslaved you with science. Let me tell you something. When the Portuguese came to Africa, they got the brakes beat out of them. They didn't have better technology. Obviously, they didn't have better science because it was the slave colonies in America that brought America inoculation in 1702 or 3. Onesimus. They didn't have it. Didn't have a way to fight against the pathogens. But those West Africans did. But when the Portuguese went into Africa and was slave raiding, because that's what they was doing, they was raiding villages, they got ran the hell up out of there. Either the fever got them, right? The malaria, because the mosquitoes are the greatest killers on earth. Oh, y'all didn't know that? The greatest killer on earth is the mosquito. So either the mosquitoes got them, or that high-level poison arrow technology got them. Oh, you didn't know they was hitting them with the poison arrow? With the iron tips and all that? You didn't know that? Look it up. You didn't know that they had navies that was formidable, that was better than the ships that the Europeans had? Listen to me closely so we don't pseudorize it. I am telling you that those war boats that those indigenous Africans had was better than the ships that could sail all the way to America. You say, well, what the hell are you talking about? Because these niggas had boats that was ready for the daggone rivers, and the Europeans had ships that was ready for the sea, and a boat and a ship that's ready for the sea is in trouble in them goddamn rivers. You can't turn around fast enough, your ass is grass. They could surround the ships with those African war boats with 100 men in them, 50 to 100 men in them, shooting poison arrows at them and burning down the boats. They ran their ass up out of there. They get to be running for the daggone ship. Done. To the point where they had to stop slave raiding because they got beat down. They couldn't do nothing. They had to fit into the African commerce trading system. They had to change their tactics. They beat them to that point because their technology was better. Is why they was able to beat them to that point. So I don't want to hear about they enslaved us with science. Hell no. That understanding that we had, that proto-scientific ideas and technology was formidable. The rock throwers. Did you know you could throw a rock 100 miles an hour? Oh, you ain't watched Major League Baseball? So go ahead and get yourself 100 people with rocks and get 10 Europeans with muskets. They got one shot. 10 muskets, that's 10 shots, and then you gotta boom, then you gotta pour the powder in there, get the stick it, you gotta do all that. By the time you got busted in here about 30 rocks coming 100 miles an hour. Look it up. They ran them out of there with the rocks. Don't talk about the spears. The spears was knocking men 50 feet. Would hit the European with the spear, he knocked them 50 feet. The spear was better than the daggone musket. Because you got one shot, then you got to take time to load it. And even if you try to play, we got 10 guns, the 5 going to shoot up 5, you're done. You're done. All right? So those early muskets and all that technology that came out of Africa was better, and they beat the hell out of them to the point where they had to change their whole motor tactic. Then they come in with the shifty, we gonna play friend, we're gonna trade. They had to trade first, we're gonna trade, right? And so the Africans also had a slave system, right? It was different from chattel slavery. You need to study. It's not the same thing, no matter what y'all Negropeans say. It wasn't. So then they got into the trading system. They integrated themselves in that, right? Africans had control over that, right? And then they pitted. So if you was in war with another nation, because that's what it was another nation, all right? So the word African throw y'all off in America. The word you make you think they the same people. They're not the same people. Just like a Roman ain't a Brit, right? The Germanic tribes from Germania, all right? The Franks, the Romans, they went to war with each other. They didn't know about DNA. Just like in Africa, they didn't know about it. They didn't know that they was genetically related like that close. They didn't know. How about that? So when you place your modern mind on them, you mess it up. The Africans stay themselves. No, people was prisoners of war. Right? They were servitude, and they were slaves based off of debt and a whole lot of other things. And not to mention, they didn't have a penal system. So are you suggesting that they just let the criminals go? No, they enslaved the criminals or put them out or sold them. And the Europeans was a convenient place and bought a high price to sell them. This is the whole piece to understand. It takes time. So you ain't running your mouth through ignorance talking crazy. And oh, by the way, they said the Christians was cannibals. That's what the Africans, they said. That Christians is eating people. They couldn't figure out why they were snatching people. So their first idea of Christianity was the Christians was cannibals. Do your homework. Before the show over, I'm gonna source it out. So let me drop the. Let me see. Just wanted to get that in. Wanted to define some things and get it in. Want to see y'all was at, yo. Wanted to see. And don't talk me to death about scientific racism. Don't talk me to death. Don't talk me to death. I'm going to pull it up. I dropped the link, right? People always try to use scientific racism. Funny as hell. I be like, they must don't understand what scientific racism was. So let's see what scientific racism is. Let me see if y'all can understand it in the midst of the definition. Let's see. Drop the link. See what scientific racism is. Here we go. Scientific racism. What's going on, Gullah? How you doing, man? Pseudo killer. Scientific racism sometimes turns biological racism.
What's good with it, bro?
How you doing, man? Let me finish this right here. I'm gonna get you right in there. Here you go. Let's see what this is. Everybody try to use against us, Gullah. Scientific racism. Look, sometimes term biological racism. Look, is the pseudo-scientific belief that the human species is divided into biological distinct taxa called races, and that empirical evidence exists to support or justify racial discrimination, racial inferiority, and racial superiority. There you go. Before the mid-20th century, scientific racism was accepted throughout the scientific community, but it is no longer considered scientific. There you go. So no doubt they taught that in Harvard and Yale, no doubt. No doubt they use it as part of the justification. They use religion and the scientific racism as justification for enslaving people of color. They did that. But it wasn't science. So get that straight. What's up, Gullah? What's on your mind, man? You see how we did that, man? What's good with you? Talk to me, man.
What's good with it, bro? You know what I'm saying? I heard you cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? I would say, sure, too. I like you touched on when the Portuguese coming into Africa the first time. You know what I'm saying? It was the Senegambia region. You know what I'm saying? They first contacted the merchants, you know, came in trying to just be bold and just, you know what I'm saying, snatching up people. They came in contact with the Sado people, and the Sado people was not no they definitely were no rock throwers. These was the army class and the warrior class, professional warriors of the Jollof Kingdom Empire. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know what I'm saying, kind of vestiges or like a break off empire of the Mali Empire. So these dudes were like medieval warriors, you know what I'm saying, considered medieval warriors, you know what I'm saying, from that medieval age in West Africa. You know what I'm saying, a lot of them were Islamized, but they had their own African tactics. These dudes had decorative horses with like lances with the iron tips poisonous, you know what I'm saying. So these highly, you know what I'm saying, professional, you know what I'm saying, organized, you know what I'm saying, kingdoms that these Portuguese was running through, minus the muskets, but you know what I'm saying, but they was organized.
Yeah, no, I didn't call them rock throwers. I said, but there were clans that had rock show that was
I know you're being sarcastic, but I'm just giving the people, you know what I'm saying, so you know what I'm saying,
no, you actually had some clans that had rock show that was formidable and spears.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you're right. Them ones they ran across on the coast and the areas you talking about. Now they was just like they was them. They was part of a particular. What empire was they splitting up from? What was the
the Jollof Empire, but they split off from, you know, the Jollof Empire was once up under the Mali Empire.
Yeah, and they caught them kind of in a downgrade mode too, right?
Yeah. Okay. And they had a culture. They had a culture of warriors that was similar to like medieval knights in Europe. You know, so they had lances and, you know, decorative horses and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they said West Africa had some of the best lancers in the world. More impressive than the ones in Europe.
That's real. Yeah. Crazy. So the technology wasn't better. That was my whole point. Like, knock it off.
Yeah, they was up equipped. They was damn near the same level as Europeans minus the muskets. Only reason European had guns and muskets because they had contact with the Silk Roads. That's the only reason. When they inherited the trade routes you know what I'm saying, the medieval Germanic tribes or the Romanized Germanic tribes inherited the trade routes that the Romans left over, which led to the east. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason they had the gun in the first place, because the gun come all the way from China.
You say, come all the way from China. Yeah. Yeah, I seen this. I read a story on the how they settled the peninsula in Japan.
Yeah.
That was a good one. How they found some guns. It wasn't even, I forget what it was called. It was called something. It kind of came over shore, washed up on the shore, yo. And they was trying to figure out should they use it or not. They was like, shit. The groups was like, nah, they was on the samurai shit. They was like, the other groups was like, no, we're gonna use this. Joloff, let you talking about, yep, you here to go. Here, let me support you, yo. Hold on. Let me support you, bro. You know I like to get a source and support you.
The Cedo warriors.
Hold on, the Joloff. Hold on. Man, y'all listening to the community skeptics, man. I got somebody on here, man, that can talk that shit with us. Big up the Gala, man. Been doing it for years, yo. He earned the respect, yo. Gotta give it to him, yo. Every year he get better.
But I appreciate it, bro.
Oh, yeah, yo, come on, yo. The growth is there. Yep. Growth is there, yo. I told you, y'all, I gotta keep saying it, man. You and Gozy, man, kept a nigga young, yo. Yeah. I say young, I'm saying kept me in touch, yo. Promoters of science, yo. Yeah. Definitely. Somebody said it best the other day, yo. I gotta think about how they said that. The shit was so slick. I was like, yeah, yo. Niggas was definitely the science teachers, yo. Yo, it was definitely there, yo. All the way. Not halfway, all the way. I was trying to tell somebody, man, the other day, man, that, man, look, the shit they talking about now, yo, been talking about that for 15 years, yo.
Yeah, been talking, yeah, been up.
I mean, man. Like, been talking about that. Like, I know you was like, ha ha.
It be dudes, these dudes be, like it's crazy. The dudes, that's how you know a lot of dudes don't go to school or had no type of school or even read like articles and shit. Cause like a lot of these dudes, they bring up the sources, but like, damn, what's the date on the paper? That's the first thing your teacher told you. Write the date, write your name and date on the paper. There's a reason why that date is there. You gonna pull up some outdated information. You know what I'm saying? Tell me something that the latest, you know what I'm saying?
I say, man, did you check the date? That's from 1950. Yo, they hadn't even put out the first statements of race. Man, that's the FBA we doing. We pulling up the outdated source. You be like, come on, yo. You serious, yo? Let me find, damn, yo. Man, how I do what I just did?
When you got geneticists, you got African American geneticists like Rick Kittles. They forget about that. You know what I'm saying? It's work to bunk all this.
Man, here you go. Hold on. 2 papers, yo. A, B, D. Get these sources together, man. All right. So the one source, okay, is in Brill. You know, war canoes and poison arrows, the great Jollof, the Imperial Mali, right? Against the 15th century Portuguese slave raids. Let me show this for y'all. Here we go. That's how we get at it.
Well, they were like a breakoff. They were like a breakoff empire from Mali. They wasn't independent, but they downstream from Mali. You know what I'm saying? Senegal.
All right, here you go, right here, yo. Right here. There you go. Yep. The paper examines the repulse of the 15th century Portuguese slave raids in the Senegambie by the armed forces of the empires of the Great Jollof, the Imperial Mali, within the context of the ongoing military revolution debate, and with the emphasis on the military organization and weaponry deployed by both sides. Despite the claims of some historians about the early European advantages in the naval warfare, any such superiority on the part of the European vessels was not demonstrated in these encounters with the war canoes and poison arrows of the Jollof, right, and the Malian Marines, providing proving highly effective against the carnivals, canoes, and crossbows of the Portuguese sailors. It says the African militaries of the Senegambie region were well organized, well disciplined, and more than capable of defeating European, marauders. If Europeans did develop notable military advantages over the West Africans in the 16th century, they had not yet began to do so in the 15th century. So there you go. We ain't sitting here. This is called the Journal of African Military History. Remember, I tell you, that's my favorite subject is military. The wars. It's my favorite thing to do. So don't be telling me what technology and what I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Don't talk me to death. Don't talk to me about that. Yeah, I don't want to hear. I know what you're talking about.
The Portuguese seen them maps, them old maps of Mansa Musa that the Europeans had. They thought it was a joke. They thought it was playing down there.
They thought it was a joke, huh? There it go right there for y'all, man. Right in the game, man. All right, man. I'm gonna drop the link again. Let me get this right. Drop the link again.
That's them West Central. That's the same. Them Africans had the same athleticism as a Michael Jordan or any NFL player. So that's the same genetics. The African Americans and the African diaspora guy, yo. Them fast. They call them fast twitch muscles. When it goes, you talking about.
Oh man. Man, look, yeah, you in the chat talking. They didn't say they was rock. Man, go ahead, man. Do I gotta get an article on the rock though? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. You know we stay sourced up, yo. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Those organized army, you know what I'm saying? They most likely gonna have an infantry and a cavalry. You know what I'm saying? The infantry most likely gonna be throwing rocks and have more bow and arrows. And the infantry were more the, you know what I'm saying, the Islamic clad or the warrior clad, you know what I'm saying, that was more elite.
Come on, man. Let me see something. Let me see something here. You know, they got effective they got baboons that throw rocks, right? They got you know, if a baboon can throw a rock, yo, all right, throwing stones, yo, you know, boy, if a baboon, yo, think about that for me. I want y'all to think about that, yo. If baboons can defend themselves by throwing stones, yo, you know a human can knock your head off, yo. Here, let me give you this right here. Look. Field workers dodge monkeys, rock missiles, and abandon plans to make core mattresses in our weekly dip into nature archives. I ain't even gonna break out the humans throwing rocks on you. I'm gonna break out they chasing my body there, yo.
Yeah.
This is August 5th, 2025, yo. You can't even get past a daggone monkey.
Yeah, you got a hell of a throw. That's that rotating shoulder bone. Yeah.
That rotating shoulder bone. There you go. That's funny right there, yo. That's funny right there, yo. That's funny right there, bro. That's hilarious, yo. Yeah, so man, I mean, humans gonna do what they gotta do, yo. Right? And I just think, yo, we need not underestimate you know, warfare and how they need to do it, yo. It's crazy, yo. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You know how we do it, bro. Like, man, I sit there and read shit all day and be like, man, these niggas y'all didn't know, yo, you could throw a good Major League Baseball pitcher can throw 80 miles an hour, yo. A kid can throw 60 miles an hour, yo. Imagine getting hit in the head with a 60-mile-an-hour rock.
Yeah.
Y'all serious right now, yo? Y'all don't know that could be a weapon, yo, especially in the time when niggas just had muskets, yo. Y'all don't know that.
Yeah, a rock could tear up your window on the highway. If a damn truck kick up a rock, man, that should tear your window up.
Small pebble, yo, imagine something like this, yo. Do you know that? And you can practice that, yo. So they throwing 80 miles an hour at people, yo. How fast you think you getting out the way of that, yo?
Yeah, and a lot of them early weapons were slings. They had a lot of slings and shit. You know what I'm saying? they was hunting with them motherfucking slings.
Did not David bring down Goliath with a rock? Oh man, let me stop, yo. I'm gonna drop that link again, yo. We had an hour, man. We all at, man. Stop playing, man. Let me see. We all at. I ain't even put that in the server. Let me see.
I wonder was like, basically, we had biological warfare in the beginning, cause monkeys in prime, like, you know, lower primates, they definitely throw they feces at you. That's like biological warfare.
Yes, it is. Ain't it? It's a weapon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a weapon. But since most people don't study warfare period, man, they think I'm just making it up, you know.
Yeah, lemurs, even lemurs, those represent even basal primates. They be having wars, and ringtail lemurs, they be warring it out.
Crazy. Let me see. I see something here. Man, yo. So yeah, Gull, everything good with you though, bro?
Yeah, everything cool, man. I'm kicking it, bro. Shoot, I'm gonna do it up tomorrow, kick it tomorrow. Shoot, I'm chilling.
Yeah, we had to, we at the end of it, bro. At the end of it, man, and you know, I'm glad to have everybody here, man. Let me see. Almost at the end of the year, man. We almost here. We got one more day, right?
Yeah, I've been reading this right here. This one, reversing sales.
Huh?
I've been reading this one right here, reverse sales, history of the African Diaspora. This book, get it by Michael Gomez.
Yeah.
Michael Gomez a brother too. He a professor. In New York University. He cold.
Oh yeah.
He got like he wrote like some of the latest information on like the medieval West Africa too.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me see.
He worked in the Islamic history department, but he do most of his work be mostly on the West African contribution to the Islamic world. So he go deep into that, like he even got the latest information, like, you know what I'm saying, about the them trying to claim Mansa Musa, you know what I'm saying, the king trying to come to the new world and all that, like kind of debunked all that shit.
You say is the brain mapped out? I'm not sure if they fully did they complete that task yet, Gullah?
I'm not even sure.
We can check it. Give me a minute. Yeah, we could definitely check that. When I said it, it wasn't. I know Obama was trying to, make sure money got there to do that. We can look that up. Has the human brain been mapped? No. All right, let me use this tool. No. The entire brain has not been mapped. Yeah, that shit hard, man. Y'all tripping. Yeah, god damn. Y'all think that's easy, yo? Ooh, wait. Nah, that ain't easy, yo.
That shit connected to nervous systems and all that shit. It's like hard wiring. It's hard to probably even study that on a living thing. You know what I'm saying? That's you really can't really do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Something that's dead. The best way to study it is when the shit living. You know.
Mm-hmm.
When the actions, you know what I'm saying? You basically try to figure out what action does what. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta look at the Brain Initiative. Look that up. So the entire brain has not been mapped out, right? But science have created incredible detail atlases of specific regions, right? And cell types, all right? Revealing like cell architecture and all that. Yeah, but look at the project, the Brain Initiative. All right. And I think I was talking more here. I got this for you. Here you go. This is a Wikipedia article for you. The White House Brain Initiative, brain research through advanced and innovative neurotechnologies is a collaboration of public-private research initiatives announced by, like I said Obama administration on April 2nd, 2013, with its primary goal being to support the development and application of innovative technologies that can create a dynamic understanding of brain function. The sources for that would be Obama seeking to boost the study on the human brain. Brain Map, President Obama proposes the first detailed guide of human brain function. Obama unveiled initiative to map the human brain. The White House pitches brain mapping project. Fact sheet. Here you go. Let me show you the fact sheet right here. I'm gonna drop it in there. I ain't gonna read that because I'm over my limit. Here we go. We put this in here for y'all. Y'all can take it and do what you want to do with it. There you go. Person arguing me down about that. I was like, what? Yes, it has. There you go. There you go. There you have it. All right. Man, we got a nice little crowd in the building tonight too, man. Man, I know y'all getting ready for the mall. If y'all feel jumpy, jump. You know how we do, Gullah. So I put that in there for y'all, a couple sources, and let me get righty rock throwing infantry. Yeah, they use that alongside spears and slingers. Stone launch with sling greatly increased the range. Hand throw stones carried ammunition, often called alongside spears. All right, North Africa, Libya, near Egypt. Hand thrown stones as defined fighting practice, textual evidence. Clear ancient description comes from Siculus Diodorus, who reports that certain Libyan groups near Egypt fought like emphasizing mobility with three spears plus stone carried. and leather bags, explicitly noting their practice skilled at stone throwing. All right, let me get the source for you. Here you go. I'm gonna copy that and paste that for you. That's for the non-believers. I think I just sit up here and make up shit, which I don't. Oh, that's supposed to get up here? Yeah, so I just got a call. Boom, booba dooba dooba dooba, boom, boom, booba dooba 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 doo. Can't get him up here. So there that go right there. Let me get one more source for y'all. All right, Nile Valley, Egypt, Ethiopian slings, stockpile, stone projectiles, and the fortress, contents, material, archaeological discussion, academia, slings in the ancient Near East and references in Egyptian material culture. All right, drop that for you. I don't know, you stuck, Souls. I don't see you. Oh, all right, there you go. Yeah, you couldn't even join. What's up, Souls? How you doing, brother?
Ain't much. I was trying to damn switch avatars or something so I can damn see the chat while I'm up here, but that's probably why I was stuck.
Oh, you said you had the avatar had it stuck. Man, how you doing, bro? That was a wild conversation today.
yeah, man. Shout out ex-architect, man. Shit. He always got the energy, the same energy.
Same energy, yo. Yeah, I told him he a New Wapping, yo. He don't even know it, yo. He a hidden New Wapping, don't even know it. That's exactly how New Wapping used to talk and debate, yo. Just like that right there, yo. Crazy.
Did y'all just cranked up?
Yeah, we just cranked up. All right, here you go. We got sci-fi. We got West African Savannah, Highlands, slings as part of the long-range missile package, environment, military organization. All right. Javelins, bow and arrows, and throwing rocks.
Yeah, that was that's your infantry right there.
Infantry right there. Yep. Rock throwers, stone throwers. What wrong do stone throwers and sling throwers play?
Yeah.
Across Africa, cases where stones are clearly documented, they tend to cluster into a few tactical roles. Skirmishing, harassment, like troops use stones, hand thrown or sling launched to disrupt formations and force reactions consisting with mobility styles, first styles, Libya, West Africa, Nile Valley. Yeah, yo, like, come on, man. So y'all think I'm going to sit there and look at a daggone rock on the ground, yo, and not throw it at you, yo?
I'm surprised they doubt that. Like, that's going to be the earliest form. Like, man, they still throw rocks. They throw rocks at tanks right now. Like,
man, in Ethiopia right now, you get your head busted to the white people.
The rock, slingshot, like, come on, man. Shit.
Yeah. And then too, like them motherfuckers, the Jula, they ambushed them motherfuckers too. So they probably came with the infantry and the damn cavalry too. You know what I'm saying?
I remember I made a little slingshot when I was a kid, boy. Boy, look, man. They'll crack a skull, boy.
What?
Man.
Yeah, for real.
Man, like I can't, boy. That what? I can't believe we used to throw rocks at each other like that, yo.
Yeah, no.
I mean, for real. Yeah.
Yeah, I did all that too. Throwing rocks at cars and hot shit, all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
No, you know, they're not respecting people's property, just young and dumb, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we ain't even think about it. Throw it off.
Yeah, you think about it, yeah.
Ain't think about it, yo.
Yeah, until somebody got my ass when I was older. You know what I'm saying? Right? I'm like, these damn kids. Like,
hey, I used to throw rocks at the pigeons off the motherfucking electrical line, knock them down.
Oh man, yeah. Throw that fastball. Throw that fastball at him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I couldn't believe he couldn't. Double X couldn't understand the difference between defining something, a definition of a word, and then finding the actual item that fit the definition of the word. What was he trying to say about the definition, yo?
Yeah. I mean, he was just trying to, like I said, like, you can, because he was trying to say, like I was trying to explain, like, yeah, it's similar. AOS and FBA are similar, but it's a lot of time with definitions, you got to dig deep into it to get the complexity, the layers of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The full understanding of what it is. He ain't want to do that. When we got in that Egypt though, he was, oh, let me explain it. Yeah, you tricked him with that when you got him to the Egypt, yo. You say, put it in there. Did Egyptians got African DNA? Yes. That nigga was mad. Wait a minute, this North Africa. I didn't know North Africa wasn't in Africa, yo. When did North Africa stop being in Africa?
What a gate is? What a gate is, yo? Who left the gate? Who left the gate open?
When, ladies and gentlemen, when did North Africa stop being Africa? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, at this point, I think they understand the point, man. Like, they understand it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be crazy to not see the baggage that come with it when every time you say it, you're getting backlash from being there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, you got niggas in the group looking like the YMCA. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, people with feathers and shit, cowboy, Comic-Con going on. You look crazy over there with them folks, man. You know what I mean? So
you said you look crazy.
That's why I want to get to him, but he would never answer. That's why I was like, he never answered that question. I'm like, man, I can't see you with them. Okay, yeah, you said the FBA, but I can't believe you with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That shit drive you. Seem like that would drive him crazy, but
I mean, crazy would drive him super crazy, right?
Shit.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I ain't never seen you right. I ain't never seen. Yeah, if he go over there on Unbiased show, he gonna fall out. Yeah, Unbiased be over that man. He be pseudo out. You be like, man, yo, how you do it? I don't know how they do it, yo. That's deep, yo. Yeah, that's deep, bro.
Yeah, I can't do it because actually that's what I used to get on Reggie about. Like, if you standing next to somebody saying some wild shit, if you don't check them, then you co-signing it.
You co-sign it, yo.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I mean, co-sign them all the way, right?
Yeah.
Boy, Reggie will sit up there, yo. Reggie, you be like, come on, Reggie, you gotta say something, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to. If you don't say it, boy, you're in the middle of nothing. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, man, I can't find this thing. Oh, right here.
What are you looking for?
I was trying to find this article. I got it right here. The Art of War Analysis, Weapons of the 19th Century Yoruba Civil Wars.
The Kaboom said that people throwing rocks on the 2020 protests.
Yeah,
That's a fact. That's shit.
Baltimore, Maryland. Remember Baltimore, Maryland?
Yeah.
They was throwing rocks.
We ain't never above a rock, I promise you. We never above just grabbing old rock.
Yo, them young boys chased the police out. Hold on, yo, let me find it. Yo, them young boys ran the police out of there, yo, with the rocks. Oh, man, that's hilarious, yo. There we go. Hold on. Oh, man. I mean, it was wild. Yo, hold on. Baltimore. Let's see. Watch this.
Yeah, they do it pretty much on a regular basis. Shoot them. That's why the police come up there with little shields on.
Right.
Little glass shield with them folk be throwing rocks. Does it?
They throwing right. They don't have no bullets, right?
Yeah. That rock though.
Freddie Gray, Baltimore Rise, Freddie Gray. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. They throwing rocks. Not a little bit of rocks, but a lot of rocks, yo. Hold on.
I mean, shoot. The first bullets was round shaped before they was like, you know what I'm saying, aerodynamically shaped. So I wonder what's that like, you know what I'm saying, like a mimic of the rock itself, you know, launching rocks and shit.
Man, look, bro. Oh. Let me show the clip. V not the most. What's up, man? What's going on, brother? Here you go, right here. Baltimore riots. Police commission shows rock thrown. Let's see.
To show you guys, you know, one of my officers had brought this in to me. When our guys were out there, could you imagine getting hit in the face with one of these things? And that
is that a rock? Oh man, 9 years ago, yo, Freddie Gray, they was throwing rocks. There you go.
You get somebody wanting to rob and the police will shoot your ass, but that shit hurt like a mug, man.
Yeah, they throwing rock. That's a rock in that man's hand, yo. That's a rock, yo.
Yeah, he busting heads with that.
They busting heads with that, yo. I mean, they was throwing a lot of rocks too, yo. I remember that. I was like, oh my goodness, they in trouble. Duck. They throwing rocks. Officers throwing. Oh, you seen the police was throwing rocks? Look.
Yeah, them shits hurt, bro. That damn standoff with just rocks.
Right, here you go. Look, they throwing rocks. Look. Police throwing rocks. They throwing rocks. Look, they go, is that rocks on the ground? Look,
Nobody, no spinning them off too with just straight rocks.
Rocks, yo.
Just running them off with just straight rock attack.
Bing, bing, rocks.
They're coming through, launching them too.
They're like, let's get out of here.
They rocked them up. Yeah, they rocked them up. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Official African American rock throwers. Hey, Vino, what's up? You on mute? What's on your mind, bro?
You must have got to fix his mic or something.
You gotta fix that mic, man. That was funny, yo. Can't hear you, yo. Can't believe people ain't know people. They still throw rocks, man. That's the ultimate weapon. When in doubt, pick up a rock. Can't hear you, Vino. Oh, you gotta go out, come back again. It's crazy, yo. They wasn't throwing rocks.
Yeah, they be throwing rocks over there in the Middle East and Iraq.
Yeah, throw rocks at tanks all day long.
At the tank, that's crazy. They was
just try something.
Remember, they was throwing rocks. Remember that, yo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question was,
what's up? What's up? What's the question?
but can we use common sense, or is everything a scientific breakdown?
No, we can use common sense. And you won't be wrong. Yeah.
He ain't saying don't use your common sense, but they got to align with the science, though. The science can veto your common sense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it can if it's pinpointing something, but that's only if it's a pinpoint type of situation.
Go ahead, kick that common sense. Kick that common sense to us. You got something you're trying to kick. Go ahead. Let's put it up.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, because I see that y'all, got a problem with the FBA stance, or kind of what it stands for, or I guess who came up with it, or it's and then on top of that, when we talk about like the history of Black people in America, or just the Black people around the world, it's not coming down to common sense anymore. It's coming down to that we got to break it down scientific, everything. And I'm just like, I just kind of like, damn, when can we use common sense when we always dealt with common sense with certain with certain aspects when we're dealing with life.
You're right. Let's use some common sense, yo. It was a website. Just say FBA with a flag. And there's a person on there that you can look up, and let's say he started the FBA movement and broke away from an ADOS. Let's use our common sense. It's common sense to say that man started that. It's common sense. And then that man has defined what it is that he started. So logically speaking, in common sense, don't we supposed to read that and say, okay, that's what it is? Common sense, no science involved.
Right.
Well,
I wouldn't say that I guess just that term, but not as far as the movement, as far as what it really stands for.
Who started it?
Yeah, who started? We listening.
Well, I guess you're saying that Tariq Nasheed started it.
Right?
No, who you saying started?
Yeah, who you saying?
Shit, that's the only thing I really been hearing. I really didn't know too much about as far as like the FBA thing, as far as like a couple of years ago until I kind of came into it. Some of my friends was kind of talking about it just on Facebook, and I didn't really know what they was talking about. They say, as far as FBA and ADOS and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like I never really did know nothing too much about it until kind of started, I guess throughout social media, you kind of start hearing the rumors and the rumblings in the conversation.
Yeah, I just wonder, my curiosity is like, okay, if one has some baggage with it, right? Understandably, you can be foundational Black American and not agree with the other tenets, right? Because people fight that. But you can also just say you're ADOS and you ain't got to deal with none of the backlash. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why do people choose to rep the FBA hard? Well, they can just be like, I just say I'm ADOS and I don't even have to deal with all the back and forth. That's my question.
But some people don't, I guess, really don't connect to the slavery, or really don't.
But that's what FBA is. It's just you don't like. You mean the slavery in the name, in the actual.
But it's like I really don't be seeing nobody really talking about ADOS. I don't know if I came late in the game or whatever, but you really don't be hearing nobody. I mean, I really don't be seeing y'all putting that in y'all titles. It's always FBA.
Not all.
Yeah, that's because of the battle we've been going on. Well, it's sad, Bree. That's because the battle we've been going on, back and forth with the FBA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, do you consider yourself FBA or ADOS?
Yeah,
You
definitely.
consider yourself FBA?
Yeah, definitely.
So why would you just not say, do you consider yourself ADOS also?
I mean, no, not really, but I know that it kind of really stands for the same thing. I'm not hating on it.
But what I'm saying, but it's the same thing. It's more political, more academically sound, and it don't got the pseudo history in it. So you know what I mean? Like, so why would you choose the celebrity?
I mean, American history. American history is pseudo. I mean, if we just don't say if we just don't say this one particular area is pseudo, I mean, I don't know how all of it ain't pseudo.
Okay, see that, and that's why you attract the FBA, because you think that he got the more accurate historical framework.
I mean, we know that that black people been lied to, been lied to and not told the truth, and been a lot of mislabels.
Tell the truth about what?
But black people been right. But black people been
and their parents and stuff like that.
But black people been writing and speaking for themselves too since they've been here in this nation. So that's the document in itself. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just been lied to. They had their own word to even say what happened. You know what I'm saying? You had narratives. You know what I'm saying? And them writing their own tales. You know what I'm saying? They experiences and all that. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the whole history.
Yeah, and I feel that, and I kind of got some pushback with that. And I'm not saying that didn't no black people come over here. I'm just saying all black people ain't got the same story. But then on top of that, when it do come to those early people writing those stories and kind of stuff like that, they were taught, those ways as far as those labels and certain definitions and stuff like that in stories. I don't think that they stories was like a passed down family story. It was more of an abolitionist type,
That ain't what I'm talking about.
Story.
I mean, like they forgot their history, and then somebody fed them the history that, and they just accepted a fake history. Like they ain't like they don't pass on their own history mouth to mouth like y'all say y'all about to do, but they forgot, and then it was just brainwashed into believing something that wasn't real.
Well, most of the history that we was getting was that white people snatched black people up and brought them to America. That white people were snatching black people up from Africa and bringing them to America. When that's not even the case.
All right, what's the case?
Both ways. They did that. That's not the main way, but you know what I mean? Not the main.
You weren't paying attention in school. You know what I'm saying?
They really teaching slavery in school?
Yeah, when I was in school, they didn't teach that it was just white people snatching up black people. They talked it was a complex, you know, economic system. It wasn't just white people snatching up black people. It was motherfucker. You had Africans having war with each other, and Europeans capitalizing off of, you know what I'm saying, West African wars and casualties to wars, which is captives and slavery.
Yeah, but you really don't hear about those stories from those early blacks. You know, you hear about just like
what you talking about? What you talking about, bro?
Like
you know, like the early stories, like Paul Cuffey. You know, the blacks that was writing in the late 1700s.
How you know?
Paul Cuffey speaks about that. If I'm not mistaken, Paul Cuffey. Didn't Paul Cuffey go to Africa?
Yeah, he did, but he don't be talking about that it's you know, that his peoples was snatched up by this African tribe because we was at war. We are these certain tribe. Like you really don't get that. You just hear, oh yeah, I'm an African.
Yeah, well, I mean, I forgot the year that Paul Cuffey was born in, but it's like he was alive for the actual village raid. You feel me?
Well, I would think that those stories would be passed down, like some people be expecting for us to know everything that happened with Black Indians over here. Like, you asking questions like that.
Have you ever read the book Barracoon by Cujo?
Hold on, they definitely hid that from us. For the record, they definitely hid the Black Indians from us, and they still hide it.
They still hide it.
They still hiding that. You right? You got me, yo.
So but you saying like the reason you're FBA because you agree with the historical framework.
I agree with if anybody gonna be getting any money, if it's gonna be any money handed out by the Americans, it should be it's gonna be a line, and it need to be and the people that have been here, you know, since the beginning, states and cities and counties that you know that make up this country. I would think that that those black families should be the first ones to get the money. I ain't tripping on everybody else getting money, but I'm just saying that those black people should be the first ones to get the money, just in case the money run out.
Because y'all the real because the Black Atheists are the real foundation of Black America.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We was here whenever everything was put together, when there wasn't no United States.
I feel. Shit, I feel. Yeah. So that's why you kind of locked in with that. Because 80 West, that's not the 80 West framework.
Before the United States, it was we had 13 colonies. So yeah. So.
No, he dealing from a Black indigenous perspective. Like that's what he doing. Like, so that's what I mean. Listen, bro. Like, and y'all got that's a different claim, reparation claim, right? Because you got that's a territory. That means you talking about stolen land. That's a whole nother reparation claim than what African Americans are trying to get. You feel me? You're talking about land being land being stolen from you. That's like you got to get land back, like the Indians get. Those Native Americans got reservation shit. That's that type of reparation shit that an indigenous person would get. You feel me? Would be under the same framework as the Native Americans.
Yeah, we dealing with that also. How the government just allowed, the tribes just to handle their Black citizens. and, and not, share the money that would, that's supposed to be shared properly. So yeah, we looking for reparations for that too. We looking for reparations from them, looking for reparations from the Europeans, and if niggas do got a connection back to Africa, we need them reparations from Africa also.
So let me ask you this though: are you affiliated with a tribe?
Yeah, definitely.
What
You
tribe?
know,
Seminole.
Seminole tribe,
But the Seminole tribe mixed with that's Africans mixed with
African Americans.
It's not even the name of their tribe. They the Muskegee. That ain't the name of their tribe. Seminole just mean runaway or
they go by
wild.
Seminole now. They you know what I mean? Like once they took the name, they go by it now. Like
Now, but still.
yeah, they use it now.
It's just the original people that was, some of the original people that was found on that land. I'm not saying there wasn't no blacks that came, there wasn't no Africans that came through, but there was definitely black people that was already there.
So you from
before the
Florida?
Europeans got there.
So you from Florida?
Nah, I'm in Oklahoma.
Your people from Florida?
Well, my peoples came up through whenever we got took from, whenever we had the wars, Seminole Wars.
But
the Seminoles
didn't go through the Trail of Tears. They fought. They went through.
They did after the
I thought they went to Mexico.
Trust me, Gullah. Trust. After the peace treaty, they moved them from Florida to Oklahoma. John Horse went with them. Wildcat went with them.
No, John Horse. They went to Mexico. They went to Mexico, yo.
They was in Oklahoma first, though. We got ran up out of Oklahoma
first, and then they had ish. Then they realized shit wasn't like it was in Oklahoma, and then they made their way from Oklahoma down to Texas and then to Mexico.
Yeah, but I can see, I can see that case though. But at the same time, though, shoot, you most likely ain't from the actual Native American Seminole. You from the Africans that was with them and some of the slaves that they brought with them during the Trail of Tears too. Because some of them tribes own slaves.
Nah, they didn't have no slaves. They just whenever they did come this way, they just played that game as far as somebody being an owner, so would no other white people be snatching them up and trying to enslave them.
No, it's documented that some of the 5 tribes brought their slaves with them during the Trail of Tears when they went to.
Well, I don't know about the other tribes. I'm talking about Seminole.
No, the Seminole, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they was against slavery, but you know what I'm saying. Most of them Africans that was with them, you know what I'm saying. They would, there's a distinction between them and the Africans. You know what I'm saying?
Most of the black people that they did get, as far as the Creeks and the Cherokees, they coming from Florida anyway. They really Seminoles.
No, them Africans came from South Carolina. They ran away. They was runaways from South Carolina. Most of them was Gullah people.
No, they're originally from Florida. They was the people that got took from Florida eventually.
Yeah, Florida, but Florida is the Gullah Geechee corridor though. A lot of the people streamed down from South Carolina. A lot of them Africans were runaways from South Carolina, and they ran away to the Spanish territories. Because the Spanish said, you know what I'm saying, if you fight, you know what I'm saying, for the Spanish crown, you know what I'm saying, to work with them, you know what I'm saying, you can be free. And that's kind of what the Seminoles and the Native Americans and the African Americans was in those regions, right? You know what I'm saying, between Florida and South Carolina. You know, it's just like a buffer zone between the U.S. and the Spanish territory. Florida was a Spanish territory at that time.
Right,
and he had different situations. So you had, even in Florida, you had a place where the natives stayed, right, and then you had a place where the Africans stayed.
The Africans stayed.
Weaponry. They had their own farms, and then they would donate. They would like tribute, give food as tribute for their.
Yeah, because they was part of the nation. They just black Indians within their areas. Like I say, most of those people that was coming back into Florida, they originally from Florida.
So, absolutely.
How y'all doing, family?
They were runaway slaves, bro.
No, they was always gonna be labeled runaways if you a black people. If you a black person during that time frame.
People in Florida, bro. They either came in by the Spaniard or they was runaways from the U.S. territory.
No, the
Excuse
Spaniards
me,
around
family.
black people down there.
Specifically the Carolinas. That's closest. Carolinas and Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Savannah region. That's the close. That's like the closest region. You know what I'm saying? Like the Gullah culture corridor. That's
Yeah,
the
during
closest
the time frame
region.
whenever they was building up Charleston, that's where they was getting most of their slaves from, was from the Florida area, which is the ancient Floridians, which is the original Maroons that was enslaved during that time. That's why they was coming back down to that same area.
Bro,
Which
runaway slave, bro.
they it's automatically a
Pause for a second.
mislabel.
Pause for a second.
It's automatically a mislabel. Whenever they seeing black people throughout the world doing their travels and discovery, they automatically putting a slave term on.
I can't do it, yo.
So
Hey,
what you
yo,
telling me whenever within
excuse
the
me, family.
Iberian
I can
nation,
ask the dude Vino the question?
I'm
hold
saying,
on, what? Hold on, so you saying whenever in the Iberian nation, right after the Granada Wars,
no,
did they say that all black people?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
the hell is you talking about, man? You over talking to everybody. You gotta knock it out. You about to OD.
Oh man.
You about
Hey,
to OD, Vino. Come on, man. Let's get back to your initial statement, 20 minutes. I'll let you get it all in, your pseudo history. It's pseudo. Not agreeing to
Yeah,
that.
fairy tale after fairy tale. Yeah.
can I ask the brother Vino the question?
No, you can't ask him a question. It says the Portuguese in West Africa from 1415 to 1670, a documentary history coming from the Portuguese own words. So why did you lie to us and tell us that they hid it from us? They didn't hide it from us. It was in Portuguese records. They didn't hide it. They hid it from you because you refused to read Portuguese documentation translated in English for you.
I mean, what are you talking about right now?
I'm talking to you, and you told me that they hid it from us. They ain't hide nothing from us.
I'm talking about the black Indians. I'm talking about the black people found in America. They definitely did that.
They didn't hide nothing. You think? Let me show you something from the museum. You think?
Them is Africans, bro.
Yeah.
Let me show you where your mind is, yo. Your mind
The
is
dude
wild.
was saying like the Seminoles, like he is right, like they bona fide. So you got a card.
I ain't got my card.
He ain't gonna never get his card.
They documented.
I mean, I can go get my card. I ain't nothing to go get my card. I can just go down there with my mama and just show her my birth certificate and go get my card.
Now you ain't documented. You just
That's simple. I mean, the family documented.
No, we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest, yo. Let's be honest. A Seminole is an enslaved African. Let's get that straight. A Seminole is an enslaved African. Why are you confusing this on purpose?
and native too.
The term African is a mislabel on some black people that was found in America.
Nah, bro. Let me show you a picture, son. Let me show you the picture get you from the museum. This will get you. You stuck right here.
If you don't accept this history, where do you get your history from?
Yeah, nowhere. Look, here you go. It's this right here, yo. You done with this. This where you at. You on this. Yeah, you on this, yo. You right here. You on all that. You ain't really trying to. You here, yo. You see somebody with the skin color, yo. You done. Look, you can't get past it, yo.
I'm just saying, like, why y'all be looking exotic? Why y'all look like Africans? I'm trying to with a long, straight Rico Suave head. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all look like Negroes?
Look, yo, you can't get past this picture right here. Look, yo, that man is painted, yo.
Oh, that's Vino right there. That's Vino, definitely right there.
Look, bro.
That's Vino.
Look, yo. Do you see they painted, yo? You ain't know they painted themselves, yo. You tripping, yo. You sitting here watching this, not knowing they painted themselves that dark color too. For the record, why you playing? You playing?
Okay. So you telling me that white people traveled over there?
Man, I'm telling you, no. I'm telling you that Christopher Columbus and them They made it. Where they was at, yo? In the Caribbean. Damn, where? Where was they at exactly? Yeah,
Why
come on.
you don't have a
But-
religion?
I mean, is you telling me that white people was over there before Christopher Columbus?
No, yo, I'm showing you the people that was over here. You don't want to see them.
Okay, so
You don't want to look at them. Here you go, look. You don't want to look at them. It's from
yeah.
the museum, yo.
You don't consider
Okay. So they had white and black people, the same people within their area, right? It was the same people. They just white and black, though. I mean, they just one is a white skin and the other is a black skin, but they the same people. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you that this right here is in front of your face, and if you don't understand this right here, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
But I just seen two people on that thing, and one was white and one was brown. Is you telling me that those are the same people?
No, that was some white people there, yo, and the natives had got them. Remember?
Okay, so the white people already been there. This is because that what you showed go back to BC.
No.
No, it's not BC time. White people didn't get there in BC times.
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about that first image that he showed where you said, "Oh, they painted." That's an old image. That ain't recent image.
All right, let's see.
Not no
We're gonna
BC.
look it up. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna use what you said. You say, man, can we just use some common sense?
I don't even know why you bring up that map because that don't even represent Australia correctly.
That's not no Australia.
I'm talking about on that map that didn't represent Australia correctly, so I don't even know why you brought that up.
Oh, he represent
At
your
that time period.
Here you go. Caption. Danish, 1859 to 1940, reproduction of murals. Let's see. The mural from the Temple of the Warriors. How old do you think the Temple of the Warriors is?
We go back to either BC or right after death. Yeah, right there. Show it right there. Go back up.
All right, where is that?
Oh no, I don't show it right. Okay, I thought it was right there at the bottom. My bad.
All right, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it together, yo. We ain't trying to just be right. We just trying to get some understanding of the situation. The Temple of the Warriors. Let's see what the date is on here. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. The temple reproduction, the murals, the Temple of the Warriors. I can get a date on this. Let me see. I don't know why they don't got it right. They're gonna think. Let me see if I can get the Temple of the Warriors, a date. So you saying it was BC, right?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was definitely hundreds of years, probably thousands of years before the Europeans got there.
Man, why Temple of the Warriors reproduction? Hold on. Let me see here. Chichen. Let me find a date. I think the Wikipedia should have a date on it. Let's see what this is, yo. Very interesting. Beautiful artwork, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Temple of the Warriors. We'll get us a date. Man, y'all listening to the community of skeptics, man. Powered by the pseudo killers, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Creator. Let's see, how old is it? Damn it. Shit. I don't think this is a BC mural, bro, because the people I don't believe it to be that. Maya mural, hold on. Temple of the Warriors, student.org, Chin Inza. Damn. Let me see if I can find a date on here, yo. Nah. It's 987 AD, yo. It's 987 AD. You made that up, yo.
Okay, that's 500 years before Christopher Columbus.
Look, it's 987 AD right here.
Okay, so is you telling me that those are white people over there, or are those the same people, but they just got different skin?
Native American with different skin tone. They got different. They don't sit in different regions.
How are they? How is people like that with skin down there within that area not getting black like the other people?
Are you serious right now, yo? Or
Yeah, I'm serious right now because these supposed to be the indigenous people, right?
So you saying they lying? What's your answer? What's your common sense answer to that? There ain't no white people, yo. They ain't dressed like white people. They ain't no white people.
Okay, so why they skin so light?
Cause people range in skin color in Americas.
Even by the equator, huh?
Man, come on, yo. You ain't serious. You
But
playing.
these supposed to be the people that's down there. Nah, y'all trying to say because they travel down there that they mutated and all this, but why they didn't mutate like the other people?
I didn't say that, yo. These niggas is painted. That's what I said.
You talk about you talk about the black people on there is painted, the ones that's in the boat.
Yeah,
It's painted.
someone was painted. Yo, yeah, yo.
Man, come on, man. That's crazy.
Explain. Why you talking about the equator? Explain the ones above the equator where your people come from.
I'm gonna show them, yo. I gotta show them. Hey.
Some of the equator.
Got the paint on them, yo.
I mean, y'all try to say that some white people living by the equator that never turned brown. They just kept their pale skin.
No, everything around the equator, like even the explorers, like when they came over, they told you like there's different ranges. This one a red light, this one a olive tone. This one,
and the people with the dark brown skin is black people.
Yo, you gotta know, yo.
They just got dark brown skin, bro.
So,
yeah,
yo, you playing, yo?
Right? Yeah,
okay, they was depicted as Africanos.
Did you see afros? Any of them got afros?
Some of them did have afros.
In that picture, do you see anyone with afros in the photos?
Yeah, how they Africanos if they indigenous?
Nah, they had their stuff braided up.
That nigga get hair straight. That's why he's talking about.
You playing, yo?
So they had thick hair like horses, like a horse's tail.
Yeah, crazy.
No, it's coarse hair curly.
What?
It's coarse. It's coarse. It's coarse hair. It's coarse hair curly.
Depends. You can have coarse hair that could be straight. Depends.
Okay, so y'all telling me that the Mexicans got straight nappy hair?
No, now you said nappy.
So you telling me that Mexicans got coarse hair?
They got straight hair. Some got straight curly hair, but some of them both got straight hair.
Man, they hair is straight.
No, and it depends too, because you got African descendant Mexicans that's like in Costa Chica. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about nobody mixed. I'm talking about the straight people.
Yo, can you see
they
that?
Straight hair.
You see that right there?
You put on mosquito.
Yeah, there was black people right there.
Yo, so you don't see right there, yo, these not no white people, yo. They got some lines on them, yo. You don't see that? Like, these ain't white people though.
I'm talking about them black people right there. There was black people right there.
No, them just dark skinned Native Americans.
Nah, them is black people. You can't get no dark brown. So you telling me that the same people that came from the Burn Strait traveled down to South America and they became dark brown like that, like us?
So now you use common sense. This your common sense, y'all.
Don't people look like that? Don't people look like that in East Asia anyway? They think they're gonna get darker in South and they get a little tan, or a little slightly tan that's getting north or to the north. And what do you think people look like in India?
So once again, everybody always take the argument to India. We talking about America. I want you to show me a tribe in 2025 that's an American tribe that's dark brown like that.
Let's relax ourselves right now, yo. So what are you saying?
Yes, a lot of.
Hold on, wait. Are you saying what we saying right here?
I said them is Negroes on that boat right there. That's what I'm saying.
Who is these other people?
Them is
they the what? They ain't white people. Who is these people? Who is these up? You just gonna ignore these other people?
I ain't ignoring them. I'm saying, yeah, they the people here too, but I'm saying black people was here also.
So they here there too, right?
Yeah.
So are they part of the same tribe?
Yeah, they from the same tribe. You tripping out, yo. What is it doing, yo? What you saying, bro?
Man, they coming through capturing them. What you talking about? They going to war with these people. What you talking about?
In a minute, they driving the boat, yo.
Them was black people driving.
I'm just saying.
Them was black people got them people as slaves driving the boat. What you talking about?
They got them as slaves driving the boats.
Hey,
these villagers ain't enslaved right here, yo. You looking at it? Come on.
After you show this, go to the wiki article where they talk about dark skin. They show the dark skinned Native American.
Hold on. So y'all telling me that these people right here is in the same tribe? They the same family?
Man, I ain't read the Bible. I'm looking at it like you. I'm trying to use my common sense like you.
We gonna look at the common sense. Zoom back in on that.
We ain't even doing no science, sir. We doing the
Okay.
common.
Common sense. Let's zoom in.
Ain't none of these people slaves right here, yo. We ain't
Just like
they not slaves. We not gonna do that.
I'm saying, the same way if I was to take a picture right now of me and the homies and the price of white boys in the background, we can say them some black people, them some white people in that photo, right?
Mm-hmm. Common sense, huh?
Common sense. All we gotta do is zoom in a little bit.
And
Ain't
then
no
that's
white
your
people
family
in
right there,
America,
too,
yo.
man. Them folks right there, your family.
That's your family, right? Let me go to the Wikipedia article.
Saying they Americans.
All right, what Wikipedia article you want me to go to? Gullah. Gullah.
Another one was smart history.
I think we're gonna go to that. So that's what you just gonna stand on it. Fuck it. I'm gonna give you something else to stand on. You stand on this too, yo. With the color coming off of them. Explain it.
Yeah, no, I said show them the wiki article where it show the dark skin Native American. We're talking about dark skin around the world.
Oh, yeah, he don't believe that. I got you. You think he gonna believe that?
I don't know. He asked how them people dark.
Yeah, you ain't playing, yo. He's serious too, yo. You can't be that serious, yo.
I mean, I gotta be serious when you got eyewitness accounts of the Europeans saying that they come across Africanos.
Damn.
They didn't say that.
At least we corrected that. We got you. Don't ever say it's BC again. It was AD. 920-something AD. So we don't ever say
It's still hundreds of years before 1492.
I know. So I'm just trying to figure out your thought process. So in your mind, you're basically saying that
those are two different people in that picture. There is two different type of people in that picture that you showed.
Okay. So what's the name of the Wikipedia article, Gullah?
I think it's just dark skin.
Oh, you want me to go to the dark skin? All right, got you. I see where you're going at. All right. So you think dark skin mean you African? So that's how you equating. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, cause I ain't seeing no Indians or Mexicans. Yeah, but I ain't seen no Indians or Mexicans that's dark brown like us.
I have. I live in Houston. You ain't seen enough of them probably. I live in Houston.
They not dark brown.
Man, that's just
yes,
really
they're good.
My supervisor,
peanut butter.
He darker than me, bro. Dark brown. He damn near Ankh color. Mexican.
That's not dark brown.
I can't find that.
What you trying?
Ankh is not dark brown.
Ankh is brown though.
Ankh ain't running around. Ankh ain't walking around with a loincloth on all day long. Now, if he's walking around with a long cloth and thorns.
Okay, so the people down there walking around with a loincloth and they pale as hell. I mean, the people down there had on loincloth and they was pale.
I rebuke you, yo. Why I gotta have the thong on in this? Yo say he from that tribe. That's him running around like that.
Yeah.
And yo, why you ain't got your native dress, yo?
I don't think you travel that much, Vino. I don't think you've been enough places to say who. You ain't never left Oklahoma, I don't think.
Vino, I don't believe you're gonna dress your traditional shit. I don't believe you, yo.
Man, you go watch a LA Dodgers baseball game. You ain't gonna see no dark brown Mexican in the
You
stand.
lying, bro. I'm in LA right now. They got Mexicans that's Ankh skin color.
That's not dark brown.
Nah, I've been in Mexico, yo. You got
that is not dark brown.
I'm in LA right now, bro. They got Mexicans. They call them. They nicknames be Negrito.
Moreno.
They be saying that they got some African, and they be saying that they got some African in them down the line.
No, they don't. These is
down the line, they say they got African in them down the line.
No, they don't.
Not all the time.
I'm in LA right now as I'm talking to you, bro. They got Mexicans. That's my skin color.
Nope, I don't see him. I ain't seen him.
What straight?
And
What
and
straight
ain't a
curly
million
hair?
of them. And ain't a hold on, nah,
Bro,
cause
you know
nah.
how to,
Straight,
bro. You know
hold
how
on, you
to,
say curly
bro.
hair? You say
There was
curly
no
hair?
black people
No,
here,
we're the
bro.
ones with the
It just
straight hair.
wasn't.
No, we're the ones with the straight hair, not no curly. We're the ones with the straight hair.
Yeah, they right here.
No,
Yeah,
you said curly. No, you
some
said curly.
Yeah, no, you
some
can have
do
straight
that.
curly hair, bro.
Nah,
It's no
not
such
no, nah,
thing.
we got no curls. We
Some
talking
of
Yeah,
about
them do
straight
got,
Mexican.
some of them do got curly hair because they
Man,
yeah.
mix
Some
with
of them got straight
stop,
curly
man.
hair.
Spaniard. Some of them
Yeah,
mixed with Spaniard, so they got curly hair.
Man, Spanish
exactly.
got straight hair.
No, Spaniards had curly hair too. The Spaniards mixed up with a lot of shit.
Exactly. He not getting it, bro. It wasn't no
Man,
black people here,
Mexicans
bro.
got straight hair.
So I want to know this: when the Europeans came, did they just grab them, or did they grab y'all too?
You ain't been around enough
Yeah,
messy,
they
bro.
got us up too.
I
We got
mean,
caught up.
right. So
Just
that
like
means
all the
you
black
should have
people
a lot.
around the world got caught up through slavery
Right.
and
What do
got
you
that
You
mean
should
label
have a
all
put
lot
on
of.
around the
them.
world,
You
bro?
should
You
have a
think
lot of
black people just went
Portuguese and
everywhere?
Spain ancestry in your genetics,
I'm
Wait,
right?
wait.
saying,
I got a question for you.
I'm saying
I
in
got a
certain
question.
sections in Australia, it's called nigga this and nigga that,
Hey,
nigga
I got a
this. It's
question
the
for you,
same
bro.
labels.
I got a
No, I'm
question for you, bro.
saying you
Wait, I
should
got
have
a
a lot
question for
of.
bro.
You should have a
Hey,
lot of
so
Spanish and
if
Portuguese
if you
genetics.
saying it was black people here, right? How did they get here and where did they come from?
I don't know, but they was here. They was
You
found here
don't
though.
know.
No, they was found here. The fact is, they was found here.
Okay, how did they get here? What's the
Don't
history
okay.
behind it?
I don't know. The fact is, they was here before
So
Europeans.
don't shouldn't you do some more research if you
Oh,
don't
I
know?
need to do.
How you
Yeah,
claiming
Man, he
something
don't.
you
He
don't
I'm
said
do
know?
he
more.
don't.
I'm do more research to find more people.
He
How
don't
But
you
black
believe.
people been
claiming
found
something you
over
don't
here
know, bro? That don't
because
that sound uneducated.
He already
nah,
said
I
he
do
ain't doing
know
that.
because the stories
Okay,
are
well go
eyewitness
ahead and let us
accounts.
know. How did they get here? If it was black people already, because we know how the Native Americans
You
got
don't
here.
know how they got here. No, you
Yes,
don't.
we do.
No, you don't.
Through the Bering Strait. That's
No, you
facts.
don't. You don't
Bro,
know
he
that.
And
telling
they
you, bro,
got
like
DNA to
You don't
support
know
it.
nah,
that.
bro. He
You
not
don't
using
know
The
that.
that.
DNA
He not
supports it.
using that, bro.
You don't know that.
He don't believe
Okay,
that.
so tell us how the black people got here then.
I don't know. I know they was found here by white people. I know that.
Okay, but how did they get here?
He
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
bro. He don't
So
know.
look, and then you contradict yourself because in one instance you saying white people gave you bad history, but you using the same white people to say that it was black people here. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
have
because
it both ways, bro.
I am, because I'm gonna read through the lines.
So you believe the white people that support your argument.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Why, why is stuff like that being written in their history?
All that stuff has been debunked, bro.
No, it haven't.
You stuck in the 1700s.
No, I ain't. I'm going to the beginning,
It's 2026, bro.
and I can go to the
We got
1700s
updated
because
we
they were
got
still in
updated
it.
information, bro.
I can go to the 1700s because they were still in
No,
discovery mode.
1700. You using 1700 sources?
Yeah, because they still in discovery mode. They ain't seen
No,
the
it's not,
whole.
bro.
They
The
haven't seen
information
the
is
whole
being
entire
updated.
America. They
The
haven't seen it.
information being updated, bro.
South America is the
You
most
gotta update your
undiscovered place on
information,
Earth.
bro.
South America is the most undiscovered place on Earth.
I
Bro,
think he
the
probably making
information
that
is
up.
being updated.
I ain't gonna
Man,
fact check that. I'm gonna just
No,
no,
it's not.
it
bet you
still
money.
don't take away from the fact that black people was found here.
Follow what you take,
No,
bro.
no, it wasn't no black people found here.
Yeah, it was.
You don't know
Nah.
nothing about no South America, bro. You
The
never
man
been
said
to
he using common sense though. He already said he
I
ain't
know
using
that it's the
it.
most unexplored place on Earth.
Yeah, I think
You
he's
ain't you
making
don't
that
know
up.
nothing about South America,
Yeah, I know
bro.
it's the most unexplored. I know that.
Yeah,
How do you know
No,
that?
you
Who
don't.
told you that? How do you know that?
be
Where did
quiet.
you
Because
Where
hear
the
did you
that?
hear
people,
that at?
because the same people that just
Does that?
recently just
Who
walked through
told you
Papua
that?
New
Some white
Guinea
people?
not too
White
long
people
ago,
told
and
you
the
that too?
white people just walked through Papua New Guinea in the like in the 1990s.
You got
Papua New Guinea is not
Yeah,
South
they
America.
just walked through Papua New Guinea in the 1990s. Then they so-called been there
Papua
since
New
the
Guinea.
1600s. They been there since the 16 and 1500s, and they just walked through in the
Papua New Guinea,
1990s.
I
bro.
know,
Papua
man.
New Guinea is in. Papua New Guinea is in Southeast
Bro,
Asia. Like,
bro,
It
you
don't
on
matter. It's
somewhere
still
on
a
a whole
place
nother
where
continent.
it still don't matter. It's still a place they discovered,
it doesn't
and
matter
they
where
didn't know
you
the
go
Okay,
entire
okay.
across
place.
America.
So
Like
wait,
y'all
wait.
think
So
somebody
you
popping up
think
in Miami
so
and they're
so you
supposed to know
think so
everybody
you
in
think the
Florida.
people in
It don't
Papua New
work like
Guinea
that.
is black
Y'all
too?
bring
we
up
can't
that
have
I'm
Papua New
saying
Guinea. That shit over
it
there by Indonesia.
don't work like that. You popping up in Miami now, you supposed to know everybody in Florida. It
Hey,
don't work like that.
Whoa,
so you
everybody
think the
got to stop.
people in
Everybody
Papua New
got to
Guinea
stop.
is black too?
Everybody got to stop. Everybody got to
Yeah,
stop.
they
Go
black
ahead.
people.
Hold on for a minute, yo. We can't talk over you. We can't hear nothing. Come on, yo.
Papua
I'm
New
great
Guinea.
work. I'm great. I'm great. Bring some knowledge to the table, some common sense. All right.
but you got to go down to where the natives at the bottom.
I know. I want to see something. I want to show him where the dark skinned people live at, so he can just get that out of his mind real quick.
Yes, please
Let's
get
see.
him out
Petty
here.
sounded serious. Something. Hold on. Another about. Wait. God damn. Because he thinking only dark skinned people. You tripping, yeah. I can put
Yeah.
the map up there and show you where the dark complected people live at, yo.
Yeah, they don't believe the skin map, huh?
Nah, man. I don't need him to believe. I just need him to see it with his own
All
eyes.
you gotta do is show me the tribes or the native people that's dark like the Ethiopians of America.
Bro, ain't
That's all you gotta do is show me the tribe in 2025.
there
In
is no
2025, where's
they,
the dark like Ethiopians?
there was no dark like Ethiopians ever found in America.
That's what Verrazano said.
He's wrong.
Stop that, man.
Okay, how you gonna tell that he's an eyewitness account?
We can
No,
accept what
bro.
he's saying. Like all
Come
that
on,
gotta be
man,
like
it's crazy.
all that could be
That's
filtered
crazy.
out. But he did say that because
But
there
if
was
anything,
a language.
anytime when it comes to black
He
people
was
in America,
wrong.
we gotta disprove that. But all the rivers and all the
He's
oceans and all
already
the
been
land calling is
disproved,
all
bro.
true. But when it comes to black people being in the new world, that's
Yeah.
wrong.
We
Y'all
can
niggas
No
accept
black
sound just
people
like
here,
some
bro.
white people. Y'all sound just like the white people. It's
If you
crazy.
saying, hey,
And
look,
y'all supposed to be pro-black. That's wicked.
just because being pro-black don't mean we just believe anything.
You believe you not second guessing no racist historians.
No, bro, we go with science, bro. The science don't support that.
We got
Yeah.
eyewitness accounts.
You only
Science is better than eyewitness accounts.
Science don't have the bones of the eyewitness accounts of the people that they seen.
bro, like
Stop it.
listen, he
What?
gonna
We
stay where
do
he
got the
at.
bones.
No,
He
you
gonna
don't.
stay where
Stop
he
it.
at, y'all. Like it was a
All
waste
right,
of
man.
time.
Let's put
This
some
nigga
knowledge.
crazy.
Hey,
Let's get to the information, bro. Like
all right,
he
let's
gonna
put
stay
some
where he at.
knowledge to this, yo. Y'all see the screen. Southern Hemisphere. Do you know what the Southern Hemisphere is, yo?
No,
Yes.
you don't.
It's a large.
Hell no, you don't.
If he put Papua New Guinea in
He don't even know what a hemisphere is.
South America, I don't think.
I know what it said, man. I know it hurt, man.
That nigga don't even know what a hemisphere is,
Yeah, he's wild.
let alone the southern hemisphere. Hell no.
He's wild.
Yes.
I ain't even mad at you because you did say he say, man, don't use that science. We need
Yeah.
common sense.
Yeah,
So
we use
It's
common
common
sense,
sense.
huh? It's
I'm
common
with you, yo.
sense. See?
I'm with you. But let me show you some of those who
And
don't
observation.
look.
Man.
The southern hemisphere is highlighted in yellow. The hemisphere appeared to be unequal in this image because Antarctica is not shown. So some of the dark look, this is the southern hemisphere, bro. Take your time, yo. All right. Imagine this, yo. It's the southern hemisphere, bro. You find some of the darkest people can be found in the southern hemisphere. There go. Here's a map. So let's go back to here. All right, we're gonna take our time. All right, now, right here, we're just gonna read, yo. We want to be able to read as FBA and African Americans. It say the largest percentage of dark-skinned people are found in the southern hemisphere because of latitudinal landmass distribution, right, is disproportionate. It say the present distribution of skin color variation does not completely reflect the correlation of intense UVA and dark skin pigmentation due to mass migration and movement of peoples across continents in recent past. So they say motherfuckers is migrating, of course, planes, jets, boats, all that. They say dark skin, listen, yo, dark skin populations inhabit Africa, Australia, Malaysia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, West Asia, and South America. Live in some of the areas with the highest UV radiation in the world and have evolved. I know you don't deal with that. Very dark skin pigmentation as protection from the sun's harmful rays. There you go, yo. Right there. So, of course, you're going to find them kind of people. Of course. Why? Because science actually says that. Because skin color is to protect you from the skin. From the sun. All right, so that's all I'm saying. So listen, so you can say because you got dark skin or brown skin, you're a black person. I would ask you, what the hell do you mean by black person? I could read it for you because I know what I think I know what a black person is. So let's go through the pictures, yo. Is this a black person right here, yo?
Yes.
That's a black person.
No,
Yeah.
he not.
No, it's not. It's an indigenous person from Southeast Asia.
Yes,
Hold
what
on.
she asked is true.
Hold on. Let me keep moving. Look at that hair.
Right.
Your eyes
Look.
is lying to you. Look at this.
Exactly.
Aboriginal Australian. It's
That's a
not
black person.
No, that's not a black person.
All right, hold on. Look at this person. Dark skinned blonde haired boy.
That's
Malay.
a black kid.
That's a black kid. Hold on. You can't get past these. I bet you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
this
this
is
the
black
toughest
people
one.
right there.
Pop, hey, yo, listen, bro. This is a good one right here. This is my
Right.
favorite one
That's
right
a
here.
tough one.
It's the tough one, bro. I might not want to argue with you.
Yeah, they ain't even find them type in
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie. You see them?
Yeah.
Like...
Look, I might not even want to argue with you. I don't even. I just want you to know your eyes is lying to you.
Yeah, observation. Your observation.
And it goes back to my original question. Now we can't use common sense. Now everything got to be a scientific experiment.
No, listen.
Yes.
Common sense is we don't think our sense is common.
I swear to
Common
like
sense ain't common, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna have to listen, bro.
Right.
I'm letting you know if you watching the show, your eyes is lying. And no, they're not from Africa.
Yeah, I wouldn't even use that because if they was there in America, I'd give it to them.
Right.
Yeah, hey Gullah, you gotta fix your phone, yo. You killing this Gullah. I know it's Gullah.
They wasn't there. Like if they was there, I'd be like, okay, bro, I see why.
I ain't getting past this.
It may be something.
Yeah. If they was walking up the block for sure, you gonna think them some
done.
African Americans.
Look at the straight head though. Here you go. Look at him.
Right. Nah, that ain't no black person.
A black person?
Is this a black?
There wasn't no black person on that last one.
What about them?
Look, what about them? Remember, that's some dark skin you said wasn't there. Look at her. Look.
Oh, we gotta get up on her clothes.
Look, we up
Oh
on
my
clothes.
God! So now you can't see her.
Come on, yo. I know you.
He said we gotta get up on her clothes.
Yeah.
You gotta see up in the nostrils.
Look, yo. Look at his feet, yo. Look at his feet. Look, yo. Look, bro.
His feet blacker than yours.
Yeah, come on. Look at that, yo. Look at this man, yo. It's a black person, yo.
Hey, and let me say something. The only black people in the world is in America, bro. African Americans is the only
there wasn't no black. Hold on, over that woman with them braids wasn't no black woman.
No, that was an actual black.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
that's an actual black person.
Come on, man. That's crazy.
That is an actual black person.
Come on, man. She look good. So she look like she can be from the island or something over there in Malaysia.
Yeah, but see, that's why we keep telling you can't use your common sense.
That's a black person. That's common sense. That's a black person.
Black person right here. No, this is an indigenous Christian from Lake.
No, you can't make that.
No, I'm talking about the girl.
We can't do that, Gullah. You tripping, yo.
That's why. And look, all these pictures he's showing you, bro.
Here's your phone. It is, Gullah. See, it's gone. See, come on, Gullah, you killing us.
Yeah, you can see because your background lighten up, your avatar light up when.
Yo, watch this. Look, I can't unmute you. Hey, A1, what's going on, man? You see all these black people?
I'm laughing because I know they just got tropical features. Like, so it's funny when I hear him say that. But
no, I'm saying some of the black people in America got Negroid features.
Man, I just showed you a whole group
They're
of
not
people.
called Negroid features, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna.
It's outdated.
I can't let you trick me.
Yeah, just like how he was like, yeah, I can't get past that. He talked about some people all across the world. He said, "Oh yeah, I can't get past that argument. If we run up on them, it's the same thing. It was black people that had those features in America also.
All right, let's see
Hey,
if you gonna.
Even if they
bring it to
did,
the
bro,
league.
you
I'll
not
get
them
you set
people.
up.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it.
I'll get you set up.
Even if they did have those features, you not them people.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Now, why would you say that if they was going around mislabeling black people and saying you were African?
You not them people, bro.
Because we know the
How's that if
government
we know that
too.
black
You
people?
got? Hey, have you ever done your DNA test?
No,
That's how you
You
don't know.
scared to do it?
no. But a DNA
I'll
test
pay
ain't going.
for it.
It's
A
Rob.
DNA test is not going to approve slave ship.
Yeah, you gotta stop that, yo.
I'll pay
It's
for
not
your
going to
DNA
prove it.
test.
A DNA test is not going to prove that my people was on the slave boat.
Yeah, he's not gonna believe you. That man talking about
I'll
common
pay
sense.
for
You
it.
know he ain't taking
Yeah,
it.
I'm saying it's not going to show me that my people was on the slave boat.
Yeah, you got the Chief X signs, that common sense signs.
Yeah,
Right.
that's common sense.
Fresh your
Because I take
DNA
a
for
test, and let's say that it come back with some African hits, that don't mean my people was on the slave boat.
Yes, they do.
Oh, so you took your DNA test then? You got some African hits
No,
on
I'm
it?
saying if it was to come back, that don't mean that my people was on slave boats.
Yeah, yes,
So
it do.
what would
No,
it
it
mean?
don't.
We're African
Listen,
though.
man,
What would it
would it
mean
We're
mean?
then?
African.
If you took a
How
DNA
would you
test, you
have
got some
gotten that
African.
African ancestry
No,
then?
listen. If you took a DNA test and you got some African hits, what would that mean?
Right.
That mean that I'm just got some African hits, but that don't mean that I'm African.
How did you get it
How can
though?
you? How can you?
The same way that Unc told me that a non-African is African, all that old crazy ass, it's the same thing.
You
But
look, you
they're
just
not genetically. Those
please
people
hit the
are
Yeah,
genetically
it's the
African.
same
pseudo
thing.
button, bro.
Yeah,
So when they
same
take a
thing.
DNA test, they're not gonna have African hits like you can get African hits, bro.
I'm
That's
saying
Hey, yo, look at the map.
black people was found
You see that
in
map?
America in the same way how he's saying that those black people over there, that they Australians or they whatever that part of that land, he giving them those terms and not black
Hold
people.
on for a
The
You
minute.
black
gotta go
people in
back to
America
school,
should get
bro.
that same term also.
Hold on for a minute. Can you see the screen, right? See this?
You don't know
This
what
is
that
the
is.
potential synthesizing of vitamin D in the skin in relation to the levels of the annual average UVMD. The highest UVMED levels are indicated in deep violet. All right. All right. With indiscriminately low levels indicated in shades of, we got expanded. Hold on.
I'm saying, how can y'all say that?
Relax yourself. Hold on.
Right, you gotta listen,
This is
bro.
the
This
evolution of skin
important.
color. I'm telling you why these people. I showed you the people. Now look at this map, yo. Right here, that purple line. Look at these areas right here. So guess what? That's Mesoamerica in there. That's South America.
Right.
So they're gonna have nice skin color, bro. A little darker skin color. It's right where it's supposed to be. See that dotted line? That's called the equator, bro.
Right.
That's the equator. Since the Earth ain't flat, the equator goes around the Earth. See? Look. See that? All jokes aside, yo. So it's not a surprise that you will find people in that picture we showed. That's proper. That's par for the course, bro. It's not an issue.
And you gonna find some Negroid features down there also.
No, but listen,
No,
that's
you're
not.
not
I'm
gonna.
trying to show you, but that's not an issue though. That's not a real issue. The issue is that y'all think that they y'all because of the skin color. Their skin.
No, I don't. Because of the Negroid features and
No, you got
because
There
they in
is no
America, and we know that it was
Let me talk.
enslaved, and we know that it was in the Americans
Oh my
slaving.
God.
You can't do it. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's what
Ain't
happened.
no Negroid
Let me
features.
talk. Let me
What
talk.
you talking about? The OMAX?
Hold on for a minute. Hold on. I just want to make this point here. I'm telling the listening audience. This is
That was
education.
funny.
Now. It's education. I'm educating you. Right? I'm pushing you out of your ignorance because you don't know. Right? Those people's skin color aren't that color because they connected to you. Their skin color is that skin color because their ancestors that was naked needed protection from this shit that's killing you called the radiation, the harmful UVMED. It's harmful. All right. And in this area that they live, this shit is elevated. It's radiation, bro.
How is it harmful? But it's so common. You saying that Africa is the place where black people.
Now, we're not talking about Africa, right? We're talking about. Not only are we talking about Africa, we're
It's
talking
supposed to be dangerous, but that's where the place where black people come from. I'm like, come on, that don't even make sense.
No,
Bro,
listen, you
he
cut me
telling you
off,
why
yo.
your
You cannot
skin
cut
is the
me off,
color
man.
it
Get off
is.
that. You gotta listen, yo.
Right.
Common sense will tell you to listen. I ain't complicating the issue. I don't want to talk. I ain't saying. I'm saying that this area in between these two lines, that dotted line is the equator. Do you know what the equator is, yo?
Yep.
It's some of the hottest places on planet Earth is on the equator.
Right.
Why? Because the way the Earth is closest to the sun. I mean, it's closer to the radiation, yo. And so the closer you are to the radiation, the more melanated your skin gotta be, yo.
And so would your body form certain features to be able to accommodate that, like Negroid features?
Let me finish.
No, it's not Negroid features.
It's no such thing
So
as
why are the Negroid features all around other worlds,
That's
like in
not a
Africa
Negroid
and in
feature.
other places where they call them Negroids and call them other African terms?
you do know.
Those
Hold on, you do know I'm being polite, right?
Okay, can you name me
not
some? Okay, can you name me some white people or some Asians?
I'm 5 minutes from cussing this nigga out because this nigga keep over talking me as if he not talking through his ignorance. You ignorant as hell, bro. Knock it off. Let me talk, and then you continue your ignorance. But let me get mines out with elegance and grace. Relax. I'm trying to tell you that the reason people have skin color that's darker because it's an evolutionary advantage that allows them to have a valuable offspring that will make it to the age of reproduction because they didn't die because the daggone radiation killed them. And I know you don't understand that. But if you just shut the hell up while I'm talking, you might get a basic understanding of why in this area right here on planet Earth, people range from continent to continent have darker and brown skin because evolution says they're trying to survive. They're naked. They're trying to survive the harmful UV. That's the only reason why the skin is that color. Not because they're your family, not because they love you, and not because you're a Native American.
Right. It's mandatory.
It's mandatory for survival to make it to the age of reproduction. Do you know what reproduction is? You make it to the age where you can have sex and have babies. It protects the folic acid. Now I'm getting complicated with you. Goodness gracious, bro. I'm not asking you to accept it. I'm saying just listen to what the hell I'm saying. And one day you might go home in the little room by yourself, run to the bathroom real quick, look at the mirror and read that shit and say, damn, I done fucked up. It might hit you like a ton of bricks, bro.
I know.
Put that picture back up.
It's not a problem. My point is, here you go. Right? We got the maps to show. You can just read it, yo. It's not no complicated, high level complicated, nothing, yo. We can just take our time, yo.
Put that picture back up.
Okay, name me. Okay, like them people that you were showing me.
No, explain what I just said. Then you make it to the next round.
He wasn't even listening.
I'm saying that.
Listen, yo. If you can't give me a basic synopsis, I mean a basic. I don't even want to use that word because you might. I want to give me the basis of what I was saying. What was I trying to tell you just now?
You was just going off the skin color, but you keeping out the fact that I thought that certain, like your hair's supposed to curl up in certain areas to protect you, that your nose and that your face structure do certain things to be able to accommodate for being in certain areas, right?
No, what was I saying besides that?
No, you was just saying just the color of the skin.
No, why is the skin darker towards the equator?
Yeah, you saying that it was gonna protect us from folic or something like that, man. Whatever you was talking about, that didn't mean nothing about what I was talking about.
Women is the folic acid. The folic is a vitamin, yo. It helps in cell division.
Okay, so with them people that you were showing me, they not called Negroids, right?
You put that picture back up.
They not called Negroids, right?
Them nappy head people.
Nah, them other people that was on the boat that he was saying that was black, and was them Indian people called Negro? They not called no Negro.
Yes,
They not called Negro.
Nagatas.
They not called niggas.
They do have a tribe called niggas.
And they some
The
black
Nagas.
people.
Put the nappy head nigga picture back up.
And they the black people.
This is it
No,
right
they're
here.
not black,
The
bruh.
Boca Boys from Bonneville Island.
They was black people.
Bonneville Island. Papa, you
Look
get
at
it.
them.
People
Show
Now
me.
them the same people as them other
have
pictures.
some of the darkest skin color tones amongst humans.
Look at that.
You said the
now
island.
you
I thought that
saying
was in New York somewhere or something.
is
Yeah,
them
them
the
black
same
people.
people in them other
You
pictures?
said the black people.
No, they different people. These are all different people.
Yeah, they
Okay.
Yeah, if you go here,
You know, I kept hearing you use the word Negroid.
Yeah, but look at their hair
still
though.
think that's
It's that
valid?
look right there. It's that look right there. That look that you seen on them, that's that Negroid look.
Yeah, but
that's
He
the
said
hair.
it
The
again.
hair tell it
it's
all.
the point.
The term
say what now?
Negroid is not scientific though. Like you shouldn't use that. It comes
Well,
from outdated race theory. Like
well, you know, this the look that all black people get. You know, they look like black people.
bro.
They look like some Africans, and there's some black people over here that look like some Africans.
The point is that you not related to
that's
those
lookalike
people.
scholarship though. That's not like that doesn't tell
Hey,
you if they're related because you look like somebody. You can
But
have
that's the same thing they did whenever they came to America and put African terms on the black people.
Yeah, but listen, bro.
Don't
The
follow
point,
race,
the
dude.
greater point is you
Same
not
thing they did
related to none of those
Gullah, you
people.
gotta fix that, Gullah. You killing the bullshit.
Somebody.
Gullah got stop that, yo. Come on, Gullah.
Well, why is she? That shit.
My apologies.
Like
Go
a
ahead,
static phone.
Not you, no, not you. Go ahead, A1. What was you saying?
He was saying, I was telling him that's lookalike scholarship that he can't go off of two people looking alike.
Like, what it
and
doing?
thinking that they're related.
But
that better?
how y'all gonna say that? How y'all gonna say that we West Africans and we so called got a whole bunch of stuff mixed into us?
We ain't West African. We got West African ancestry.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
West
saying,
African.
how y'all saying we West African ancestry if we got if
We're not West Africans. We don't-
Because we came
if we
on
got so
slave
much
ships
other
from
stuff mixed
West
into us, we got
Africa, bro.
Europeans mixed us and all other stuff over here in America mixed in us. How y'all saying that we look like them?
Because most of our genetics come from West and Central Africa.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, did this sound better now, yeah?
But just
that's
and
better. That's
to
better.
give you an example why you shouldn't use Negroid
Hey,
because of what you just said about how
push
like,
the pow
our
pound of
genetics
beans.
overlap.
It
We're
say
not
pow pound.
in
It say
separate
pow pound up there.
categories like Negroid, Caucasoid. So like literally just based off what you just said, how we're all mixed, and there's been so many different admixtures over time.
Yeah, like that. Say pow pound.
Nobody in no box like Negroid, Caucasoid, like it don't work like that.
Yeah.
But then it still don't take away from the fact that these Europeans run around the world in discovery mode, finding black people and labeling them all African terms because they look alike.
Yeah, just
Because
Yeah, and that
if
was
you can
wrong,
show
bro.
me, I'm saying if you can show me some I guess some Eskimos or some Asians or some Indians that's not black people, but they named them niggas. I mean, show me that.
They call Negritos black, and they not niggas. You know what I'm saying? They not
Right.
like
Just like black people. That's what I'm saying. They got the characteristics. Show me the ones that don't have the characteristics that's called niggas.
No, but that's not why
Oh
they
my
call
God,
them. They
bro.
didn't call
But
them.
Vino, but what Unc West just showed you was that those characteristics come from the region that you live in over a period of time.
Yeah,
So
he don't
those
get it.
characteristics are called tropical features.
Yeah,
So the people that
tropical,
you see
yeah.
living in these certain areas that are dark skinned, they're just a dark skinned Asian. They have tropical features because they lived in this certain region over. Am I getting this right, Unc?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Listen,
Africa got tropical features too, but it just, you know, because these people lived along the equatorial lineage. They don't have the genetics.
Listen.
Okay, so the tropical feature is
hold on. What'd you say, Tozer?
In them reports, they don't say that they look like African. They're talking about the skin tone, the tone ranges, right? They're not saying like they look.
They named the whole island Guinea.
They're not saying they have.
They named the whole island the same name as a small West African country.
Yeah, ignorantly, but these people don't look like that.
Now you're giving them an excuse.
Yeah, they
Like, what are you talking
You're giving them an excuse now. That's crazy.
What are you talking about?
Okay, they gave them that term because they look like the people.
They also thought you was the savage because you was in touch with nature. So why are we taking anything that they say?
What term did they give them?
Yeah, these people
I
don't
mean, that's the culture that we live in. These are the terms.
They gave them a term. What term did they give them?
Okay, let's do this. This is what we're gonna do. Do y'all see the picture right here?
Yeah, you know, we just showed them dude with the Africa, the same group.
All right.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do. This is education right here. You don't gotta take it. You don't gotta pay attention to none of it. You can just be ignorant. I decided not to be ignorant. I say, what the hell is going on? So let's go right here. Let's click this tab. Let's go to the origin and genetics. Let's see. The origin of the Papua New Guineans, right, is generally associated with the first settlement of Australia. Australia. How you say that? Australasia. Okay, by the lineage dubbed the Australians or
Australasia.
Yeah, I said it right. It's during the initial Upper Paleolithic. I know the nigga don't know what the hell that is. That's the Upper Paleolithic. Okay, it's which is ascribed to a population movement. The word movement means they was moving, right, with uniform genetic features and material culture. Right, ancient Eastern Eurasians, and sharing deep ancestry with modern East Asian people. Not African people, but East Asian peoples. You, my man, on this damn call, you ain't got nothing to do with East Asian people and other, Asian Pacific groups. Okay?
I'm saying just because I ain't got nothing to do with them don't mean I don't look like them.
Listen, I don't want to read all that, nigga, but I'm trying to tell you,
don't look like them. They look like themselves.
Years ago, right? Look, that's not you. Hey, if we click this map right here, here it go.
I got a homie named Marcus that I grew up with. He ain't got no connection to nothing. He look just like them niggas.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you talking about, but I want to. Here you go. The phylogenetic structure of Eastern Eurasians. Look, displaying the genetic affinity and distance between different Eastern Eurasian lineages and their inferred diverging patterns. Here you go right here, yo.
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I know, but we're gonna look at it. We definitely can read. We can read and we can see this right here, yo.
Okay, so you telling me that they traveled up to Asia and then they traveled back down to the islands and they was able to still keep their same look, but I thought that they went through a mutation.
I'm saying don't talk right now.
Okay.
We're in class. You got to just listen. All right. Look at this map right here, bro. Okay. Just stir
I ain't jacking it. I ain't jacking it.
Stir it, the motherfucker.
I ain't jacking it.
So if you looking at this map right here, you saying, what the hell am I looking at?
Trying to tell me that they went up to Asia and they kept their same look and they never did mutate, but the other people mutated and turned into Mongolians, but they was able to keep their same look and go down to the islands. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Listen. Do you see that right there? See that's the Red Sea. Can you see that? To the left. It's the Red Sea, right?
Yep.
That's Africa right there, right?
Yep.
Look at the migratory patterns, right? You see all the way down there, Papua New Guinea in the right-hand corner.
That ain't a fact.
Look, see that? Look, yo, look, Southern Eastern Asia. So these people over time migrated through these areas, yo. Paleo.
Okay, so they migrated through the Ice Age and all that, huh?
Just relax.
This ain't no 6 month event, you know.
Look, see, that's the Adamese Island. Look at that. Look, see, all the way over there, yo. And then if you come back to here, yo, you can actually see. That's the map. Just look at the migration, yo. I know you don't understand none of this shit, but
you believe that. You believe that with them racist, Nazi,
relax.
Nazi white boys put together. You believe you ain't even second guessing none of it.
No, just relax.
That's crazy.
So at least I know you see is counter to what you saying.
And I ain't tracking.
So good. At least I know you understand that much. Now it's up to you whether you want to figure it out or not.
Yeah, you trying to tell me that the black people went up to Asia, turned into Mongolians, but these certain people was able to not mutate and come down to the islands.
Oh, you see that purple right there? Yeah, that purple genetic gene flow. It's ancestral Native Americans. All that. Look, it's all look. Here you go.
But all mutate. Some of the black people have mental blind hair.
Yeah, he don't know Aboriginal Australian. Look, here go right here on the chart. Papua New Guinea. Papua
Yeah, they did.
Papua New Guinea. Yeah, they do not go back to Africa.
Look, the Adam and Eve's Island. Look, the Adam and
The
Eve.
Wahablo group do not go back to Africa. It has no connection to Africa.
All Wahhablo groups go back to Africa.
You don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
we already looked it up. Papua New Guinea's Wahablo group do not have no connection to Africa. We already looked it up.
No, do you know? So you basically, let me get this straight. I want to make sure I'm hearing you. So you saying that there's a population of people that don't have no connection to Africa. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, when we looked at the Wahablo group, it has no connection to Africa.
Yeah, but if you keep going and going, it will. If you keep going back, it
No, it
will.
has no connection to Africa.
That man
You
just
slow,
said,
bro. You
yo,
don't read that right.
one sentence he's saying he don't believe none of
You
this
said
shit.
it in Asia, but if you keep linking it always back to do
Stop
that.
it, man. Once again, y'all telling me that these people turned into Mongolians and then they came back down to the islands and turned back into some Africans. Stop it.
Can I ask you a
That
question?
dumbass shit.
Hold on for a
What do
minute.
you have the map say, bro?
He
That
gonna
shit
stay where
dumb
he
as
at.
hell.
Come on, gotta listen to what I'm saying. Go ahead, so you were saying something?
Nah, I said he gonna stay where he at, bro. Like that man's like he already tell you he trying to use his common sense.
Yeah, you done.
He's super intelligent. He don't need no sign. I mean, just
Y'all ain't no
what he
scientists.
want the
The hell
muscle.
y'all niggas ain't made no fucking
He is
antidote or nothing, nigga. The hell y'all niggas on?
You
He
said
is
I
understanding.
did want to share this though.
Y'all ain't made no antidote, nigga.
Like
You
Stop.
cook,
he was
bro.
talking
You
about.
cook.
Let me share this one thing.
you said the people of Papua New Guinea have no connection to Africa.
And I'm
Their
gonna give
why
y'all. I'm gonna
their
give y'all.
Wahablo group is not connected to Africa.
Come on, you cut so
I can share the screen
You
out.
have an
Yeah,
out
you
of
can.
Papua New Guinea
Go ahead,
theory?
say it, go
Or
ahead.
is that
I'm gonna give
I mean,
y'all.
I would think because they look just because they went over there and named them the same name
All
as
right, bro.
the
Hold on, bro.
West
Hold on. You got it,
Africans.
bro.
Hold on, B note. Hold on, B note.
I'm
And
understanding?
this,
We already agreed that we're not scientists, though. You
It's
know,
a good, this a
things.
good site too to get some like the earliest. It's called this is smarthistory.org to get some of the older the writings from the Spaniards, but by indigenous people, right? This from the uprising. See that little dude right there with the cross, little African dude right there.
Oh, hold on, let me put it on the screen. Hold on. All right, there you go. Yeah, I see.
This is actually drawn as by the indigenous people, like the Nahata or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
that's the black person on the cross. I mean, with the
Right,
cross,
because they're saying like this may be the first depiction of an African person in their
That
writings.
person is from America.
Right?
No,
Because
that's a black. That's a black Spaniard, yo. That's a Ladano.
So like,
Oh, he don't. He ain't got no shoes on. Ladano's.
hold on,
Ladino's got shoes.
hold on, bro. I'm not. This ain't for you. Like, I ain't debating you no more, bro. You got it.
You won. Yo, you was better than that.
You
Common
yeah,
sense
you
was better than that.
Thank you. Thank you.
But this
Sure.
is
We
that
all
one
knew
right
we
there was
wasn't
written by
scientists.
them, right?
Good,
And then
bro.
the chat GPT so-called like
Bring it
you
to the
can
league.
copy that image and then put that, and they'll tell you what the writing say on the bottom. That's how cool that. You know what I'm saying? And then this is the see that black dude right there? They think that's Juan Garrido with
That's a
Cortez.
conquistador.
Yeah, Garrido. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You feel me?
them.
So you see how he black, and then see how they got the indigenous people right there. You see them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this by them. This is they writing. They're drawing. You feel me? The indigenous people they're drawing. So so they definitely so you can see the distinction that they're making. They got the African right there. You know what I'm saying? So
because he leading the
that's a good
truth.
site called smarthistory.org.
So all black people look the same, huh? That's crazy.
You feel me?
He would be considered a Ladino.
Yeah,
we gotta put you in the back of the class, so you gotta chill out.
I just want to show that so people want to like.
Remember, Ali Muhammad tried to use that. Ali Muhammad, he listened to Ali Muhammad. Ali Muhammad said that was an indigenous person. Remember, he tried that in the debate. Yeah, Ali crazy as blue. That's a good one right there.
Yeah, you can take all the old Spanish records and shit they got. Drop that on ChatGPT, it'll translate it for you.
Right, the old Spanish records told me that they found black people in America and they called them Indians.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Yeah, you won, yo. You did your thing, yo. You showed and proved, yo, how ignorant we were.
You're gonna get your land soon, bro. You're gonna be on soon.
So when can I come through or whatever? With the battlegrounds. Let's chop it up on the battlegrounds.
We're gonna put you on
up. We're gonna spend with you. Let me know when you get to that casino I'm running.
Shit, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, we gotta. Where you at, A1? He got a channel over there where they be debating. Yo, you can go over there and go turn them up. Yo, I think
I think we got a place for you, Vito. Man, we got a spot for you. Yo,
bring that shit over there, yo. I think you know what I mean? You got us. You dumbfounded us, yo.
I'm gonna holler at V. I think Vino in my chat, man. I'm gonna holler at you, Vino. We gonna get something set up, man.
Yeah, yo, you done grabbed me down to your level and beat us with ignorance, yo. That was a good one how you did that shit, yo. You had the
You gonna
loudest
get the
mic on top of
conversation
all that.
started, man. You know.
Yeah, you had the loudest mic. You talked the longest. So I'm gonna give it to you, bro. You did your thing, yo.
I appreciate it, man. You know, I'm just trying to get it together. You know, just trying to, share the game with the people, with the good peoples. Good word for the good peoples. That's it.
And get that DNA test, yo. It ain't ready.
It still ain't gonna be no slave ship though. So
yeah, for sure. Just for just for the homies, man. Let's go over it, man. We got to go with the homies one time, man.
Yeah, get it, yo. We're gonna look at it and see where you at, yo.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man. It was a good time.
Good bill, bro.
Peace.
This dude said you ain't never seen this person, that person. He probably don't even got a passport.
I just wanted to hear him all the way out, yo. I get it now, yo. They just,
yeah. But he tell you right. That's why he choose FBA.
Yeah,
because they got some for him over there.
Yeah, that's Double X homeboy right there.
But he feel like they the real FBA, so he's saying like, we gonna get ours first, and then whatever.
He said that too, didn't he?
So how that gonna work? That's crazy.
He knocked me out with that. They're gonna get ours first.
Yeah.
They gotta make sure you check that box. If you're a black Indian, you gotta check the box. When the reparations get there, you're gonna check the box where I'm a black Indian.
Excuse me, sir. I don't see no black Indian box.
Oh, they already got theirs. You already paid. You gave them their land and they all that shit. Funny as hell, yo.
My favorite line he had was, "Y'all don't got the bones from the eyewitness accounts." So stop it.
At that point, I was knocked out. He had already knocked me out, yo, with the couldn't get past the wishmacomer, yo. But A1, where you at? Where you be at these days, yo? What's your channel, yo?
At Titans Debate League on YouTube. Just got monetized today, so I'm celebrating, man. Making my run.
That shit gonna take you can get about $10. Those niggas be robbing.
I believe you too. At least it's my turn to see what it's about. You know,
you gonna see. You gonna see. You gotta go every day, nigga.
Science in, man, and I saw Vino up here, so I hopped up here.
Yeah, Vino, boy, he the common sense, the chief X signs, the common sense signs.
The lookalike scholarship.
Lookership, that's what we call it. Lookership. Crazy. But look, man, we had a good one today, yo. Appreciate you, so that was a crazy conversation we had today, bro. Oh my God. Trapped him with the fish and the whale. Yo, that took me an hour to get that out, yo. He did not want me to get that out.
Yeah. He's a constant interrupter. That's how he rolls.
Start reading. Let me see the sentence. Man, can I read? Can I read a sentence first? You're like, yo,
I hear all the way out. And then when you answer, you got to go through a 15, 20 question. All right, so what do you say? I was like, bro, I've answered 30 questions, but let me finish my little piece, bro. Jesus Christ.
And I'll hit you with no, because I understand English better than y'all. Let me tell you what I'm saying. Then he say he can read your mind. That's the most absurd shit right there. I cut you off because I know what you was gonna say.
I wanted to ask deeper questions. Like he was like,
I ain't talking about him, A1. I'm talking about that. We're gonna have him on the channel. Yo, watch how he get. Yo, you be like, this nigga crazy. I'm gonna sit there and so he can read your mind. Right, so then I start reading his mind. I be like, "Oh, stop! I know what you was gonna say."
Get yours off first, right?
He gonna get me frustrated. Sosa just ignoring. He be getting me mad. You gonna see? I'm gonna cuss your motherfucker. He be getting me. Hey, yo, Sosa don't feed into it, yo. He gets me, yo. He gets on these fucking, yo. I just got to admit it, yo. I sit there and listen to that nigga and be quiet, yo. As soon as I start talking, hold on.
Yeah.
And then when he feel you got him, yo, he ask you 30 questions, yo.
Yeah, he gonna try to trip you up.
Trip you up, man. You forget. That shit be crazy, yo. I'm gonna get him when he coming. I'm gonna get him on here, man. But man, let's close this out. Gullah, you got something to say? Gullah got a wild phone. Gullah.
He finally got it straightened out. I don't know what he did.
No, I had it on default or something. I don't know what was going on.
Oh man, you killed the broadcast, yo. You got to close it out, man. Got something to say? Close it out, bro.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was a good fight, man. Dude, wild, bro.
Yeah, he funny.
Yeah, wow. Keep it science, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say, bro.
Keep it science.
So I hope they get it one day. So I don't know. Some won't. Some never will.
I ain't gonna
get it, bro.
You got to have a certain capacity, right? And the education, you got to close the gap. He ain't ready.
Nah.
A1, close us out. What you got for us, Joe?
Yeah, I'm A1, leader of Team Titans, platform owner, Titans Debate League, and my saying is treat your smile like your money. Never let them steal it.
All right. Pseudo Killer, Sosa, man. Pseudo Killer official, man. What you got for us to close out? It's been a wild day for us, yo. That's all I can tell you, man.
Yeah, man. Look, man, good show, man. Man, look back. New Year's about to be coming upon us, man. So, man, listen, man. Hope we can make next year better than this year, man. So, peace to everybody, man.
Yeah, that's peace to everybody, man. Yo, I appreciate everybody coming through here, man. We didn't had that good crispy show. Go back and listen to the download. You know what I mean? Them downloads is important, right? Listen to the downloads, man. Make sure you tell your friends, man, we got something special over here. A little bit different, man. You know how we do it, yo. And, remember, yo, I see you. If you're a pseudo out there propagating that foolery, man, I know where you at. I can hear it coming, man. I appreciate everybody to come through, man. Let's close it out with this Pseudo Killer joint right here, yo. Man, look, I'm your host, Bobby Banger, a.k.a. the God Killer, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Man, like and subscribe, man. I'm trying to get them subscribers up, trying to hit that 10,000 mark, man. Where they say you got to hit 5,000 before you get to 10,000. Man, like and share the show, man. You know how we doing it, man. It's a community of skeptics, man. Powered by the Pseudo Killers, man. We here, man, for you, for your entertainment and your education. We do it all in one. And we banging. Big up to all the supporters, man. Make sure you hit that Cash App, man. Show some love, man. Hit that website, ABG website, man. Go and get your Pseudo Killers hoodies and community skeptic shirts and hoodies, man. It's cold out there, man. Man, bringing in the new year, man. Happy New Year to all y'all, man. When they get here, man, remember, man, no fly zone, yo, with the pseudoisms. And with that, we out.